The following is a presentation of Husker Radio Sports. Your exclusive home for North Platte St. Patrick's Athletics is right here on 1240 AM, 1061 FM, KODY. You can also hear all the action at www.huskerradio.com or on the KODY mobile app, available for free in the Google Play or the App Store. Now let's send it to the voice of the Irish, Tanner Struckman.
And welcome to the McGann Activity Center. It is the D1-10 Sub-District Basketball Tournament, and it's the Sub-District Final on what is going to be a jam-packed McGann Activity Center. We welcome you into it. Tanner Struckman, glad to be with you. Be joined with Harmon Johnson in a bit. We have Brooke Brocious on our video producing side here today as we get dialed up for the top-seeded North Platte St. Pat's Irish at 21-2, and the number 2-seeded Maywood-Hayes Center Wolves, who are number 24-1 on the season. These are the top two teams in this sub-district. These are the top two teams in Class D1 meeting against each other in the sub-final. This is very well could be a precursor to what we might see at the state tournament in a couple of weeks, because both of these teams really should get to state. I mean, that's the idea. They're both 1-2, and actually, no matter what happens here tonight, I think they'll both be number 1 and 2 even after tonight. No matter who wins, no matter who loses, I don't think much is going to change between the seeding for these two teams. That's how good these two teams of the season they have had, and first meeting between them, it ought to be a fun one here from McGann. Welcome into our Quick Stop pregame show, just around every corner, fast, easy, and convenient, with 6 locations throughout North Platte. Also locations in Ogallala, Hershey, Grant, and Imperial. On the road everywhere, it is Quick Stop. Glad to be with you again from what will be a full gymnasium. You can see it is filling in. I've not seen people come this early to a game than I did here today for this one. So this should be fun between the Irish, again, and the Maywood-Hayes Center Wolves. Again, Maywood-Hayes Center comes in with a record of 24-1. The Wolves only lost coming to Bertrand a couple days after the RPAC championship game, where they beat Bertrand in that game, coincidentally, actually. And they were a little shorthanded in that game, too, so that certainly played a factor in that. But they have come in red hot. They took out Elm Creek on Tuesday in 50-40 fashion. It was a lower-scoring game, but it was a good one between the Buffaloes and the Wolves moved on as the number 2 seed. So they come in hot, and the St. Pat's Irish come in winners of 11 straight. They are 21-2. Not lost since that Cozad game in December, and able to knock off South Loop in their opening game of this sub-district tournament by a score of 69-52. Although a closer game for the most of it, it was actually a one-point game at the end of the third quarter, with Irish dominated the fourth quarter en route to the win over South Loop. So should be a fun one. Settle in. We welcome in our viewers on HuskerRadio.com, our listeners on KODY, wherever you may be. I think the state of D1, if you're not playing tonight, you might be watching tonight. And there are a lot of D1 sub-district games being played, and we're going to keep a close eye on them. But this should be a marquee game in the state for sure tonight. Glad you're with us on Husker Radio and HuskerRadio.com as well. We'll take a timeout on our Quick Stop pregame show. When we return, we'll hear from the head coach of St. Pat's, Bill O'Malley, and we'll recap that win over Southwest and preview the matchup with Maywood-Hayes Center. It's on the way from the D1-10 sub-final. You're listening to high school basketball on Husker Radio.
Faith, excellence, and service are at the heart of all that we do at North Platte Catholic Schools. I'm Enrollment Director Gwen Covey, inviting you to join us at Little Leprechaun Preschool, McDade Elementary, and St. Pat's High School. Our students enjoy small class sizes, a challenging curriculum, and the unique opportunity to grow in faith. Now is the time to experience the difference a Catholic education can make. Call 532-1874 and schedule a tour today.
Are you tired of fixing that old fallen down fence? Or maybe you're just ready to replace the one you have. Lazy TS Custom Fencing in North Platte is here to help. I'm Travis Cooley, the owner of Lazy TS Custom Fencing, and I specialize in all fencing needs, from barbed wire in the sandhills to the backyard fence in town. I also offer tank setting, snow removal, and any skid loader service required. Call today for a free estimate, 308-539-9579. Lazy TS Custom Fencing of North Platte.
Putting your family first.
At
Phelps Family Dentistry, we always go the extra mile for our patients. Whether it's helping them conquer their dental anxiety or helping them achieve the smile they've always dreamed of, our team strives to make sure every patient feels like family. Call 534-4040 to schedule your appointment or visit us on the web at phelpsdds.com. We would like to also wish St. Pat's Irish good luck this sports season.
Putting your family first.
Lincoln County Feed Yard reminds you, when it's time to eat Nebraska beef. Real food for real people. It's pro-America and pro-Nebraska. The Lincoln County Feed Yard is a proud supporter of the North Platte St. Patrick's Athletics. Eat beef tonight and go Irish.
Welcome back at our Quick Stop pregame show here from the McGann Activity Center as North Platte St. Pat's gets ready to take on Maywood-Hayes Center in the D1-10 Sub-District Final. Coach O'Malley with us. Coach, on Tuesday you pick up a victory over South Loop. Tight game, third quarter. I mean, it's a one-point game, and then fourth quarter, I think maybe, I don't know if it was your energy and maybe you warmed down a little bit or were able to get into Brecken a whole lot more and a lot of free throws. I mean, what changed there?
Oh, I think they went on a stretch there where they hit. Connell particularly hit some shots in the third quarter, and we kind of fell into a situation we did out of the gate and didn't get enough shots off, and so the combination of those things kind of put us in a bind. And I think the kids were kind of able to refocus and did a nice job there in the fourth quarter.
It's kind of a tough start for you. I think 8 turnovers in the first half of the first quarter. Was that? Do you put that to energy and maybe just nerves for game one or subs?
Well, a number of them were passes where they were trying to throw the ball ahead, and I would say there was some adrenaline involved because they were all long. They weren't necessarily off the mark. They were just long. I guess that puts them off the mark. But the point is, I think it was some adrenaline, and I think looking back, stat in the game, I think we were 3.5 minutes in or something when we took our second shot of the game. It was incredible.
Yeah, and you were still able to, I think you had the lead at the end of the first quarter, but picked up the win there. And I think you're right. I think South Loop played a really, really good game for the most part.
Yeah, they did very well. They were active, and they did a good job taking care of the ball, and that was a big advantage for them was the difference in turnovers. We had an unusually large number of turnovers, and they did a great job of taking care of the ball, and so that really allowed them to stay tight and really give us a hard time.
Brecken Erickson and Zarek Branch had 34 rebounds between the two of them. It seemed like if somebody was getting the ball, it was those two, and particularly in the fourth quarter, I think they both had 14 combined just in the fourth quarter. Yeah,
pretty incredible. Those guys are outstanding rebounders, kind of in different ways, and it was really important for us, and because there were times when I felt like South Loop really outworked us to get rebounds. They were a little quicker to the ball, and so we needed those guys to do that.
North Platte St. Pat's now getting Maywood-Hayes Center here in the sub-final, and it's a battle of 1 and 2, and literally in the state it's a battle of 1 and 2. What a great opportunity for both teams here. I mean, and a great opportunity because neither team's done, and probably not a lot of changes either. But this is almost like a game for pre-state, if you will. And I mean, these are matchups you don't get ever hardly in this game.
Right. I think it's an invaluable experience for both teams to be able to have this kind of a game at this point in the year. And you just, as you said, I guess the point is it's not a must win, but I do think it's a must play well, and you need to be playing well, and you need to be playing well going into a district final, and I think either team could play well and still maybe get beat tonight. So we'll just have to make sure for our part that we play as well as we can, and hopefully that gets us the win. But beyond that, we need to be playing well going into a district final.
Their length stands out. I mean, that's pretty obvious. You see that 1-3-1 with Ingerson at the top at 6'6". I mean, and then you got 6'5" and 6'4", or whatever it is. Their top five is all tall, and their bench is tall too. So that's what stands out the most to me.
Yeah, it does make them formidable. It's hard to throw around them, and they're active, and they do a good job with what they're doing defensively, and so it'll be a real challenge for us.
I thought against the zone you saw on Tuesday. The high post played a huge factor. I thought you almost isolated Gracie at the top there and really made him a non-factor defensively by using that high post well. That's obviously been a great weapon for you against zones.
Yeah, I think you have to get out of the habit. And early in the game, I thought we were just too locked in on making the next perimeter pass, and we weren't really probing the defense and throwing vertical passes. It was everything horizontal, back and forth across the top, and you're just not going to advance the ball, and it gives the defense a real advantage. They were able to really extend on us and turn us over, and so we've got to be able to be a little more aggressive and see the whole floor and not close down our vision, because this is a group that can really take away passing lanes on the perimeter, and if you don't penetrate some, you're going to have a real problem.
And that seems to be their best offensive weapon is getting a steal or just using their speed to get down the court. And in transition, they're almost impossible to slow down.
Right. Yeah, they are very good in transition, and because of their height and ability to rebound, they can kind of afford to leak a guy out, and they do a good job of that. And when they do, they are good at getting him the ball and finishing down there, as you said. So that's one of the things we're really going to have to be cognizant of, is we've got to make sure that if they release somebody, that we send somebody with them, and that's something the kids are aware of, and then you just have to execute it.
North Platte St. Pat's and Maywood-Hayes Center, well, have fun. This should be a fun atmosphere.
It really should.
Thanks so much for the time.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll continue pregame after this.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
For a no-hassle quote, see local Shelter Insurance agents Pete Bowles or Brent Rocco in North Platte today.
Allo means business. Allo means local business. Allo means big business. Allo means small business. No matter your business, if you need reliable phone and internet connectivity, you need Allo. Local service and same-day dispatch. Free installation. Symmetrical upload and download speeds. If your business relies on communication, rely on Allo. Allo means business. Visit allofiber.com/business.
When it comes time to honor the life of your loved one, it's all about the relationship. Adams and Swanson Funeral Home will help you celebrate that bond with assisting you and your family with all services, ceremonies, grief support, and pre-planning. Learn more by visiting adamswanson.com or by calling 532-2044.
Hosting a get-together, event, or party? Use Occasions in North Platte, the area's event venue for gatherings of up to 55 people inside with a beautiful outdoor patio as well. Occasions is where you want your event held. Call Allison at 534-2533 or Mike at 227-2602 to book today. Parking your RV, boat, jet ski, or camper? Park it at MDN LLC Storage. Conveniently located at North Lake Road, MDN LLC Storage is safe and secure with gated pin-pad entry and security cameras monitoring 24/7. Call Faith at 532-1332 or Mike at 227-2602 to get your spot.
Welcome back to the McGann Activity Center here on Husker Radio's KODY, 1240 AM, 106.1 FM. We have reached the point here at McGann where you're just trying to find a spot inside the gymnasium. Tell you, it's been a while since I've seen a gymnasium this full at McGann. And this one, this is what it's about. This is what it's about, folks, and this ought to be a dandy here from the McGann Activity Center. Glad you're with us on Husker Radio and HuskerRadio.com. Should be a fun matchup between the Irish and the Wolves here on a Thursday night. I mean, it feels like a district final. Feels like you honestly might have more people here tonight than you would if these teams met up in maybe the first round at state on a Wednesday in a couple weeks. I mean, legitimately, I think you probably would. And so, awesome crowd, and should be a great night of basketball. Let's take a look at these two teams as we're about 10 minutes away from tip-off here. North Platte St. Pat's, they come in as 21-2, the overall top seed in the bracket, number 1 in the Lincoln Journal-Star and Omaha World Herald polls, and they are number 1 in this tournament bracket here today. And they come in with a win over South Loop last night, or Tuesday night, I should say, 69-52. A game they led by 1 at the end of the first, trailed early by 3, led by 8 at half, but trailed late in the third quarter. Took a 1-point lead at the end of the third quarter. I mean, right at the end, 40-39. And you thought, okay, we're in for a absolute dogfight. And then they just exploded in the fourth quarter, outscored South Loop 29-13, and were able to get the big victory there. Went 15 of 18 from downtown in the fourth quarter. How about that? I mean, that is not something you're going to dial up too often. They were tremendous in the fourth quarter at the foul line in that game. Brecken Erickson had 17 points in the fourth quarter alone for North Platte St. Pat's. He led the way, 28-17. It was one of his best games of his career, second most points of his career, second most rebounds of his career. He had 5, 6, 0, and 17 by quarter. He had 17 and 7 in the fourth quarter. Zarek Branch, though, I thought was the difference in that game. Zarek Branch with 13 points, 17 rebounds, a career-high number there as well. He was absolutely awesome in that game for the Irish. He had 4 points, 7 rebounds in the fourth quarter. Andrew Brocious played a big role. He had 12 points, including 4 three-pointers. I thought he played terrific as well. Second straight game, he's hit 4 threes. That's really key for North Platte St. Pat's. It's their 11th straight win since losing to Cozad, and their only losses on the year come to Cozad, who's playing against Holdridge tonight in a sub-final, and you also have Ogallala, who beat them, and they're playing against Sydney in a sub-final tonight. So it's a team that's lost to 2 C1 teams still playing at this point. I think the three-point line's key. I think it's been key all year for the Irish. They had 4 of 9 on Tuesday against South Loop. They're now 10 of 21 in the last 2 games, so they've been really good in that spot. Andrew Broch has been the main maker on those. But Brecken Erickson is a difference maker whenever he's on the court, and that's the challenge for Maywood-Hayes Center. We'll see how they can do. This zone defense will make it tough to get him the ball. There is no doubt about that. That has got to be priority number 1 for St. Pat's, is get Brecken Erickson touches. When they've lost, they've not been able to get him touches in the lane. Cozad was kind of a similar team. Long, athletic, guard you way out front. That's what Maywood-Hayes Center will do. They're going to apply pressure and try to make it tough to not let him get the ball inside. Because when he does, I think he's going to have an advantage inside. But the challenge is getting him the ball for sure. Maywood-Hayes Center, the Wolves, come in 24-1, number 2 in both polls. At some of the season, they were number 1 until they dropped their game against Bertram. They defeated Elm Creek on Tuesday 50-40, led the entire way, 15-9 after the first, 24-18 by half, slowly built up a 7 to 10 point lead and held it most of the second half. I thought Hayden Farr was tremendous in that game. He was the difference. The 6'3 junior had 20 points, his second 20-point effort of the year. Hayden Kramer, really good as well. The 6'5 senior had a double-double of 13 and 10. He's a matchup absolute nightmare at 6'5. He's athletic. He didn't play a lot of his ball inside. He'll work his way inside, but doesn't really start there usually. And he's just a matchup problem for every team that he faces for sure. And they forced 16 turnovers and got a 50-40 win over Elm Creek. I thought a big key was, Carter Erickson had a good game for Elm Creek. I mean, he scored 20-some points, but they made it tough for him, and it was mostly on offensive rebounds. They didn't let him catch the ball real clean, and that's kind of the same thing. You did it once against an Erickson. Now they got to do it against a different Erickson in Brecken Erickson, and that 1-3-1 is so long. I mean, this is as long of a team as you're going to find in D1 for certain. I mean, they're probably not a C2 teams that are this long. There might not be a lot of C1 teams that are this athletic and long in their top 5, and that is really, really tough. It's tough to counter. You can't just match up one-on-one and be able to really go well against this team athletically, because it's just such a unique group here. It wasn't a banner game offensively Tuesday, 50 points, but, played good defense, and they only gave up 40. They've only been held under 50 3 times this year, but shot 46%. They just didn't get a lot of it. It was a slower game. Both teams kind of slowed it up, limited possessions, and I don't think you'll see that here today. Jeremiah Ingeson's the leader on this team in points per game. 6'6 juniors averaging 17 and 7. He had 8 and 6 on Tuesday. But Hayden Kramer, we mentioned him at 6'5. Hayden Farr at 6'3. And those 3 are just awesomely athletic. And then you have Kyler Cox, a 4-year senior that's been playing. Jet Sellers, a 6'2 senior who's been playing for 4 years as well. The point guard at 5 assists per game. Cox, the 3-point shooter. It's a complete top 5. There's not really a problem in that top 5. And then you bring John Patel off the bench, the 6'5 sophomore. Yes, another 6'5. And you've got a top 6 that is just loaded for bear. Not real deep. In fact, they want to play 6 most of the time, and that might be it wasn't really a factor Tuesday, even though Jet Sellers did get in a little bit of foul trouble. I don't think it's probably going to play a factor too much here today. We're going to pause for National Anthem. We'll come back. Starting lineups between St. Pat's and Maywood-Hayes Center from the D1-10 Sub-Championship after this.
Find your favorite beverages at Quick Stop with fountain machines with flavor fusion shots, alligator ice slushies, 8 varieties to choose from, gourmet 100% Arabica house blend, and exclusive Seattle Buzz coffee. And for real shakes and smoothies. Pick up your Quick Rewards card today and start saving. Members enjoy rollback prices at the pump every Tuesday and Thursday. Quick Stop with the lowest beer prices in town and happy hour twice daily, and we never close. Quick Stop with 27 locations open 24/7.
This is Nelson Jett of Team Perlinger & Jett of Great Plains Realty in North Platte. Give us a call for all of your real estate needs. Whether you are buying or selling, we are here to help you with your next move. Make sure to check us out at teamperlingerandjet.com. As proud supporters of the St. Patrick's Irish, we are excited to wish them the best of luck in their 2022-2023 school year activities. Go Irish!
Join us for the annual Fish Fry, held at St. Patrick's Parish Hall on Friday nights of Lent, starting February 24th. The Parish Hall dining room will open at 5:30 p.m. The nights will be serving pollock fish, green beans, coleslaw, gratin potatoes, baked potato, and a roll. Catholic Daughters will be serving an assortment of fabulous desserts, while the Boy Scouts will be serving the drive-thru starting at 5 p.m. Looking forward to seeing you at the St. Patrick's Parish Hall for Friday nights of Lent, beginning February 24th.
Travel, assist, pick, score, and win. Basketball terms you'll hear during the game tonight and terms that apply to the purchase of your next vehicle at Swift Auto Center of North Platte. Travel to 821 East 4th. Gretchen and I will be happy to assist you with your buying experience. Pick a vehicle that is exactly right for you and your needs. Score when you purchase from us a vehicle you love at a price you love. You win next time you go to the game in your new vehicle. Come and see us. We are Swift Auto Center of North Platte, and on the web, swiftautocenter.com.
Ollie, you need to clean up your fishing and hunting gear. It's everywhere.
I'm out of room. I don't have anywhere to put it.
Get some storage at Another Storage. They have sizes for everything.
I already have some there.
Well, get another. Another Storage, 532-1332.
Welcome back here to McGann. Let's get your starting lineups for this D1-10 Sub-Championship game as we get dialed up for action. Kyler Cox, a 6'1 senior for the 2-seeded Maywood-Hayes Center at 24-1, gets the start. He's averaging 6 per game. Jet Sellers, a 6'2 senior, 4 points, 5 assists per game. He got an ankle injury. He was getting it worked on before the game. It looked like this should be good to go. Hayden Kramer, the 6'5 senior, is averaging 16 and 8, had a double-double against Elm Creek, and added 5 assists, by the way. Hayden Farr, the 6'3 junior, he's averaging 11 points per game. And rounding out the lineup is Jeremiah Ingeson, the 6'6 junior, who is averaging 17 a game. Colby Hamilton, 6th year. He very successful, turnaround. This program was not winning a lot, and boy, in the last 3 years, they've won a lot of games, including 24 out of 25 this year. For the St. Pat's Irish, the number 1 seed at 21-2, here's how they'll start. Andrew Brocious, the 6' senior, 12-12 with the last 2 games for him. Zarek Branch, the 5'11 senior, his second career double-double in the last 3 games came on Tuesday, 13.7 rebounds per game against South Loop. Brecken Erickson, the 6'4 junior, averaging 18 now and 9 per game. Sam Trushinsky, the 6' junior, he's averaging 7 points per game. And Will Moats, the 6'1 senior, rounds out the lineup, 9 points per game for him. Bill O'Malley in his 12th year, 229 wins in that time. Glad you're with us on Husker Radio. It is 6:58 Central Time. You're listening to KODY North Platte with translator K291BW North Platte and 106.1 FM. Next time you're hungry, you know where to go. Dave's Place in North Platte. For the best homemade pizza and wings, dine-in, carry-out, and online ordering available, it is Dave's Place in North Platte. Settle in. Here we go. The D1-10 Sub-District Championship game. We welcome you in wherever you may be watching to an absolutely packed gymnasium. You will not find, many D1 gymnasiums fuller than this. We welcome in Harmon Johnson, who's going to help us out tonight. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Tanner. It is electric in here. It is hard to just imagine the potential for this game.
Should be fun.
It should be. I'm excited.
I think both teams just looking for what is going to be an awesome game, and what a good opportunity for both of these teams, because no matter what, they're both moving on. And more importantly, this is a state tournament game right here. I mean, it feels like it. You kind of get one before everybody else gets one.
You're exactly right. This is a great prep for both of these teams going into the districts and eventually the state tournament.
Here we go. Brecken Erickson in center circle in the white. Jeremiah Ingeson in the left. In the black jerseys, they've got a lime green kind of tint to it. Irish on the right, Wolves on the left. And here we go. The D1-10 Sub-District Championship game is officially underway here from McGann. It's won by North Platte St. Pat's. They'll work right to left in your radio dial. I got a feeling I'm not going to need much of my crowd mic here today.
Probably not.
You're going to hear a lot of the crowd. And immediately that high 1-3-1 zone. Irish go to Will Moats down low in the air. Zarek Branch up and in. Little loop play to number 13 or 12. He starts it off 2-0 St. Pat's early on.
That was a great back cut.
That's a design play. You can bet by Coach O'Malley to start this game. And here comes the man-to-man from St. Pat's. Hayden Kramer gets it out front. 3-point shot. Doesn't go. Box out and Zarek Branch grabs the first rebound of the game for the Irish. So Zarek 2 points and a rebound, picking up where he left off on Tuesday, where he had 13 and 17. Down low, Brecken Erickson draws a triple team, kicks it out. Ball's tipped, but into the hands of Brocious now. Out front, top of the key three is off the mark. Rebound is all Hayden Farr for the Wolves. Both teams missing an early three-pointer, kind of settling the nerves down. Wolves immediately down low to Kramer. Not a great pass. He throws to throw it back in, but he was out of bounds. And the Wolves turn it over. Just a little aggressive there, but right idea, I think, for the Wolves. That's where they like to score, in transition, just like that.
You're definitely right. They were just a little bit too far on the pass.
Wolves don't turn over a lot, just 14 a game. St. Pat's 13. I mean, these two teams are pretty even. There's almost a throwaway. Moats saves it in the left corner, comes up high left. It's going to be picked off by Ingeson. Comes down with it. He's got a chase from behind. He holds up, and now he travels as he takes an extra step. He'll turn it over, and it'll be a turnover both ways. A little contact there, but the push, they say, was not enough to get the foul. Instead, it was a travel, and it's back to St. Pat's. 6:54 opening quarter on your scoreboard. Brought to you by Nebraska Public Power District. Always there when you need us. Learn more at nppd.com. 2-zip St. Pat's, the home team in the whites, working right to left. And Erickson out on the wing to Brocious, who directs the offense here. Again, Ingeson at the top of this 1-3-1. He's 6'6", so it is tough. And there's Farr tipping the ball out on the sideline. And Farr, 6'3" junior, I thought played awesome on Tuesday.
Those passes aren't going to be easy with the length that these guys have on the 1-3-1.
We'll see how the Irish utilize their offense against this 1-3-1. They used the high post pretty well on Tuesday. Here they get Brocious in the right corner, out of the corner, up top to Trashinsky, back to Brocious near midcourt. And Ingeson at the top of this, it's just a nightmare. He bounce passes across to Branch near side. He'll try to go back out front. He goes, swings right side. And as Coach O'Malley said, you got to go vertical. You got to get vertical passes. And as Branch comes down with a pass, he's bumped and fouled. Hayden Kramer will commit the first foul of the game on Maywood-Hayes Center. He just got enough of a touch on Zarek Branch. 6:19, quarter one, 2-zip St. Pat's. And you get the feeling these two teams like to score. They're both in the 60s per game. I don't think you'll see 60-60 something like here. Just too good a defense. There's a bad pass by Trashinsky, but it's tracked down at midcourt by Zarek Branch. And Irish go able to set up their offense here again. And now it looks like Maywood-Hayes Center going man-to-man. Right corner, Will Moats with it. Might be let's see. It just might be a different zone defense here. Trashinsky.
It's an interesting look. I haven't figured
on the
it out
surface,
yet.
it looks like man-to-man. Irish are adjusting now, and now they're going to start to run their man-to-man offense. Here's Moats cutting in the lane. Got a 10-footer up. Missed rebound is Hayden Farr grabs his second of the game for the Wolves. 2-zip, 5:52 opening quarter. Wolves trying to set up their first really offensive possession here. Lengthy one. Right wing Jet Settler is going to take a deep three. That's off the mark. Airballed out. And it will go back to St. Pat's. Again, both teams maybe just a little bit of nerves early in this game. You can imagine that's going to be the case for a lot of this one for sure.
Especially in this first half where Maywood is operating on their side with the St. Pat student section. It might be a little hard to operate here in the beginning.
5:39 opening quarter, 2-zip St. Pat's with the early advantage here over Maywood-Hayes Center. Ball into the right corner to Moats. Now it's back to that zone defense. So just a quick show there, it looks like, from Coach Hamilton. Trashinsky high left corner to Zarek Branch, free throw line extended, comes back high left to Andrew Brocious. A lot of long possessions, that's what this defense will allow and work with. Here, Brecken Erickson trying to get it past, they get it into him cleanly, comes down with it, in traffic, throws it up, missed it, rebound tipped around, handled by Jeremiah Ingeson. That's a pretty good look for Brecken Erickson inside. He can't ask for a whole lot better. 5:07 quarter one, Maywood-Hayes Center able to dodge that bullet. 2-zip, St. Pat's still with the lead. And Cotter Cox gets a ball screen out front, guarded by Zarek Branch. Will come left side into the hands of Jet Sellers. On the dribble, hands it off. That's Hayden Farr working against Andrew Brocious. Left side to Kramer. Screen for Kramer. Tries the three. It is short. Rebound. Zarek Branch has his second of the day. And a 0 for 3 for his Maywood-Hayes center. That's been their only shot attempt so far. 2-0 St. Pat's. Immediately down low to Brecken Erickson. Working on Sellers. Spins in the lane. Goes up in traffic. Throws it up short. I think looking for contact. Didn't get the call. Rebound Wolves. Into the front court. Sellers. Left side Farr. In transition. Down low to Ingeson. Ingeson bangs his way in. Got it stripped on the way up. Picked up by Branch. 2-on-2. Branch on the left side attacks. Bounce pass right. Layup. Erickson. Nobody's fouled. I go to the line for 2.
It's a great job of Zarek to draw the defender in the air and then give the ball back to Erickson so that he could have a clean shot.
It's a huge second foul, too, because that's the second on Hayden. No, they got Kyler Cox instead.
Wow, that would have been a huge second foul on Kramer.
So they got Cox instead, and it's Brecken Erickson to the line for 2, and the first one is up and in for the 6'4 junior, who's averaging 18 and 9 per game. He had 28 and 17 on Tuesday. He's 63% to lead the Irish at the charity stripe, 3-0. St. Pat's with the lead, 4:22 to go in the opening quarter. That free throw missed, and the rebound, fought for in the corner. Hayden Kramer able to corral it. It remains 3-zip. Immediately in the front court, this is what you see from the Wolves in black. They like to move. Cox into the right corner, trapped there, has to throw it off of St. Pat's and will. And it'll be Maywood-Hayes center ball in the corner.
That was about the worst spot you could put the ball, but it turned out the right way for the Wolves.
Wolves will inbound in that corner. That's a tough spot to inbound. It's not exactly underneath your own hoop here. Ingeson looking, and he'll throw it out to the safety valve. That's Kramer at the top. And he'll operate with 4:09 quarter one. Maywood-Hayes center scoreless here, down 3-zip. Cox in the right corner can certainly shoot the three. Fights through a defensive screen, does Branch. Ball comes left to Sellers. Sellers on the dribble. Comes back to Kramer to reset here. And this is a tall team, but it's not like a true post inside team. It's a lot of athleticism out on the wing.
They play a lot of 4-out, 5-out.
Kramer almost lost it. Does. Brecken Erickson takes it away. Picked him at the top of the key. Third turnover on the Wolves. Trushinsky driving in. Shot blocked in the rebound. Kramer comes back and swats that one away. Good hustle back by 11 to swat that one away from the drive. Into the right corner, Ingeson, down 3-zip. Right wing, here's Hayden Farr. 3:30 to go, opening quarter. Hayden Kramer tightly guarded by Brecken Erickson. Starts to work on him. Into the elbow, takes a contested shot. Tough one, missed, and Branch on the rebound. Other way in transition, Moats right side, looks in, comes out to Trushinsky. Right wing three by the junior is up and in! Sam Trushinsky, 19th of the year, and it's a 6-0 lead for North Platte St. Pat's here in the first quarter with 3:09 to go.
That was not a close three either. That got this building fired up.
Here's Hayden Farr handing it off to Cox out front. He'll get a screen right, and a tight, good screen. Didn't use it. Far right side, ball fakes, kicks into the corner to Kramer. Down low to Ingeson. Ingeson turns in the lane, shoots over top, and puts it in. That's a pretty high percentage shot for Jeremiah Ingeson, and it's 6-2 Wolves on the board. 2:47 opening quarter here.
With the shorter Trushinsky on him, it made it a little easier to shot. Sam really did put up a fight, though.
Trushinsky right side comes up top to Andrew Brocious here. Coach O'Malley directing the offense here. Not many stoppages through 5.5 minutes. Moats in the right corner will drive baseline, got underneath, has to kick it out, finds Trushinsky. He'll try the right wing three again. This one off the mark, and the rebound is all Hayden Farr's third of the game. So immediately, Ingeson in the front court now, driving again, spins on Trushinsky. Right side box shot missed. Rebound, Brocious able to save it on the end line. Another good look for Ingeson. Again, that's there for him most of the game, I think. 2:09 here, quarter number one. 6-2. Defense is certainly winning out in this one early on, and that ball is tipped out on the side by Hayden Farr. First subs of the game, John Patel checks in for the Maywood-Hayes Center Wolves, the 6'5 sophomore. Coach O'Malley not subbing in 6 minutes is certainly not the norm for him. Jessica Braithwaite Photography wishes the Irish the best of luck this season. Jessica is both contemporary and timeless when illustrating your life. When it comes time to capture your moments, reach out to JBP on Facebook or at JessicaBraithwaitePhotography.com. Brocious deep three right wing is up and in! Oh, man! Andrew Brocious, 49th of the year. 9-2 lead in that one from way out front by Andrew Brocious. He's hit one in every game this year. Minute 40 opening quarter. 9-2 Wolves with a deficit. Left side, Hayden Kramer down low to Farr, short corner, kicks out front to Cox. He'll try a straightaway three. It's off the rim. Rebound, Andrew Brocious for St. Pat's. Irish rebounding well early on, and so far, Maywood-Hayes Center not hit an outside shot. Moats drives, sets up Trushinsky. Left wing three is up, missed. Rebound out to the free throw line. Patel able to grab that one for the Wolves. Down 9-2.
Something the Irish have done well so far this game, unlike the start of the tournament, was they've handled the ball better. They've gotten good shots.
Here's Kramer, right wing, guarded by Erickson. Minute 9, quarter one. Kramer down low to Ingeson. Got some help defense, but lost the ball, but he's able to throw it out to midcourt. Is it tipped? It's going to be saved by Moats on the sideline. Keeps the possession. Coach O'Malley wants a timeout, and he got it. He got it. And we'll take a timeout. Our first break with 58 seconds to play in the opening quarter. 9-2 Irish. We're back after this on Husker Radio.
A proven track record of success. It's what you expect, and that's what you get from Lindemeyer Law Office of North Platte. With more than 130 years of combined legal experience, the attorneys at Lindemeyer Law Office have handled it all with personalized and aggressive representation both in and out of the courtroom. Attorneys Robert Lindemeyer, Amanda Spikert, Kent Florum, Shantae Durham, and Kent Turnbull are ready. Having the right experience in court is critical. Call Lindemeyer Law Office at 308-534-6740 or visit flatrocklaw.com.
That timeout brought to you by Mid-Plains Community College. No matter where you're going, Mid-Plains can take you there with 6 individual campuses. Mid-Plains Community College is your next home. Check them out at mpcc.edu. These two teams not too far away, but never played. I don't think ever. I was going to ask some folks before the game, I kind of forgot, but I don't think that's ever happened between these two teams. Irish used to play Hayes Center back in the day, but it's never been Maywood-Hayes Center. Right side here's Andrew Brocious. Irish have launched 5 threes. They've hit 2 of them already. Lead 9-2. Left side, it's Zarek Branch. 47 seconds to go. Into the left corner to Moats. Over the top pass, tipped and stolen away. John Patel comes down with it, and then he's going to be fouled by Brecken Erickson. Erickson picks up a hold foul about 80 feet away from the hoop. His first, team first, with 42 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. And that's one, if you're Coach O'Malley, you probably don't like on Brecken. He'll check out. Seth Engler is the first sub for the Irish, the 6'3 senior. Irish put a little pressure on here with 42 seconds to go. Well, you got to watch somebody getting back deep. That's where Maywood-Hayes Center is so athletic. They're going to get Hayden Kramer leaked out. Looked like that was going to be open, and he's going to be put it up and in. Looked like there was some contact that would have been called before the shot. No call, and it's 9-4.
I think Moats was trying to foul Kramer before the shot, so he couldn't even get a shot up.
Right. I mean, if you're Maywood-Hayes Center, that actually worked in your favor. It wouldn't have been an and one. 20 seconds to go in the first. There's a ball tipped out by the Wolves on the far side. Hayden Farr causing some problems on that right side. 23 seconds to play in the first. I don't think that would not have been an and one, I don't think. I think they called that on the floor, so that would have been no free throws or anything. That was a 2-pointer there for the Wolves. 15 seconds to go in the first. High left, Brocious with it. Brocious holding here with 12. High post to Trzynski, over the top to Engler. Not a good pass, thrown away, third turnover. Wolves the other way with 7 seconds. Kramer with 5, right side with 4, guarded by Moats. Kramer, step back 3, right wing is up and in at the buzzer! Knocks it down, his first tray, and the Wolves within 2, 9-7 at the end of the first. Come on back, second quarter from the D1-10 Sub-District Tournament after this.
Headed to the game or need a place to eat after? Then Dave's Place is the ultimate pregame, postgame hangout. With the freshest pizza and wings, it's a North Platte tradition. Plus a new specialty pizza every month.
Hey there, what about just watch the game? Don't forget the Huskers are always on at Dave's Place.
Dave's Place, where the conversations are fun and the pizza is amazing. Dine in, carry out, or DoorDash. Dave's Place, 1510 East 4th Street.
Like our St. Pat's Irish sports teams, life can come at you hard and fast. When it does, and you need a lawyer, give me, Marty Trzynski, a call. I'm happy to have an initial visit with you at no charge. I've been handling criminal cases, civil disputes, and general legal matters here in North Platte for over 30 years. Let's work together to find a common-sense solution to your legal matter. Visit my website at troshlaw.com or give me a call at 534-4837. And go Irish!
Big-time shot by Hayden Kramer at the end of the first quarter to make it 9-7. Maywood-Hayes Center down 2, but they start with the ball, and they're on a 5-0 run here to end that first quarter, and they keep possession here. Wolves work left to right on your radio dial from a jam, and I mean jam-packed Maywood and McGann Activity Center. There's probably people out in the lobby not in this one. They might be watching it out there. Hayden Kramer up top. He's got 5 early points. Comes to Ingeson, back to Kramer on the right wing. And finds Farr up top, over the top pass. They find Ingeson, left side Farr with a long 2, I think. 2? Yeah, he didn't signal, but we got a tie game. Hayden Farr hits it, and it's a 9-9 ball game early on in this second quarter, 25 seconds in. Here's Trzynski into the right corner to Moats. Almost lost it, saves it in the corner. Has his dribble still, tries to throw it out to the wing, and Hayden Farr knocks it out. Hayden Farr is really the difference on that right side. He's caused a lot of problems for the Irish. They've not worked this left side much. St. Pat's 4 have scored. They've hit 2 threes. Not really been able to get Erickson the ball inside hardly at all. He's got 1 free throw.
I think Coach O'Malley's been trying to get the ball to this left side. Now they are on the left side.
Moats in the left corner, has his dribble, steps through. Bounce passes out to the wing to Brocious. Bounce pass right, gets through into the hands of Branch. He'll hand off Trushinsky. Trushinsky comes to the high post to Branch. One dribble, backdoor pass to Moats on the baseline. 15-footer is up too hard. Backside rebound, all far. Not a lot of second chance looks. This team will rebound well. Sellers into the front court looking for the Wolves' first lead. Kramer down low to Ingeson. Kicks back out. Kramer right side not shooting. Lost it and fouled. They get a foul on Erickson, his second, and that'll be the team second on St. Pat's. And Erickson will have to come out. Here comes Logan Winder, the 6'3 sophomore. Comes in for Brecken Erickson, so it's a big loss for the Irish. Both fouls not near the hoop either. With 6:54 to go in the second quarter, Sellers will inbound here for Maywood-Hayes Center. Right on the near bench, tied at 9, and Kramer gets the ball, now guarded by Logan Winder. Kramer dribbling with his right, high right, picks up his dribble, and will find Ingeson on the left side, out guarded by Trushinsky. Back to Kramer near side. Up top it comes into the hands of Hayden Farr. Down low to Ingeson. Got it about 20 feet away from the hoop, 15 feet away. He'll kick out front, and a body foul from behind on Sam Trushinsky. That'll be the third foul on the Irish, first on Trushinsky.
Trushinsky's got a tough task down there guarding the much taller Ingeson, so he's trying to body him up and just got a little too aggressive there.
6:37 second quarter, 9-9 tie. Inbounding in line left, they come into Ingeson. Right left corner to Jet Sellers. Open three for him is up, off the mark. Will Moats on the rebound to the backside. And Maywood-Hayes Center 1 for 5 to start this game from outside. Irish in transition. Trushinsky driving, hands it off to Winder. Comes right side, back out front to Trushinsky. High post to Winder. That's where maybe his job is here. Trushinsky high left three, way out front, and he knocks it down. His second three, way out front for him, Sam Trushinsky.
That's a Swift Auto Center Play of the Game nominee.
And his second tray ball of the game gives Irish lead again, 12-9. Kramer trying to answer with a three. It won't go. Rebound to Will Moats. And you kind of get a little trigger happy. Both teams has a little bit here in this game. Neither team really relies on the three a whole lot. There's Winder at the elbow, bumped and fouled from behind by John Patel. And that'll be his first foul, team third on the Wolves. That'll stop play with 5:53 to go in the second quarter. Kyler Cox back in, Patel out. So starting group out there for Coach Colby Hamilton. You may remember him. He was at Sandals Thetford for 4 years, Thetford grad. And boy, this program has just become a powerhouse in the RPAC over the last really 3 years. And now at 24-1, having their best year. Trushinsky into the right corner. You got to give a lot of credit to Coach Colby Hamilton for what they've done. First 5 years of the co-op, they won 20 games. They've won 24 this year. Here's Winder, right elbow. Comes up top into the hands of Winder. Brocious, no touch, over and back, bad pass. And those are the passes that kind of haunted them on Tuesday early in the game. That one got away.
You're right.
5:36 second quarter, St. Pat's 12, Maywood-Hayes Center 9. D1-10 sub-district championship game. Could be a precursor potentially to a state tournament. Again, these two teams should both be there by the time it's all said and done. They're going to be very high seeds in a sub-state. Here's the Kramer drive all the way in, got around his defender, took it right to the rack. He's got 7, and the Wolves within 1.
Help defense didn't slide over quite quick enough there.
5:20 quarter 2, and Irish playing without Erickson with 2 fouls. High right, it's Trushinsky. Over the top pass to Brocious. Top of the key, deep three for him is off the mark, and nobody in there to rebound. Irish getting a little trigger happy. Then again, they've hit 3 threes. That's really where their offense has come. Winder picks up Kramer again with 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Kramer out front, guarded by Winder. Dribbles to the right elbow, backs him down, lost it, he'll turn and pass left side. Farr gets a long 2, it's up and in. Hayden Farr drops it, and Maywood-Hayes Center has their first lead of the game, 13-12. 4:44 second quarter.
That shot's been there for Farr over the last couple games in this sub-district.
Coming off 20 on Tuesday. Branch out front, comes right side to Trushinsky. Irish have really just shot 3s in this game almost. Trushinsky, skip pass near side, Branch, back right side, Trushinsky again. He'll try the 3 on the right wing. He's hit 2. That one off the mark, and the rebound all Hayden Kramer. Again, it's just a lot of 3s right now for St. Pat's. Wolves with the lead by 1, 13-12. Into their front court, they work with the lead for the first time.
I feel like the first few 3s St. Pat's got were good looks, and the last couple have just kind of been shot, hoping they'd go in.
Here's Kramer, entry pass for Ingerson, comes down with it. He'll turn and shoot in the lane. Drops in! Jeremiah Ingerson gives the Wolves a 3-point lead with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Brecken Erickson set to come in for the Irish, but has not been able to with those stoppages. Coach O'Malley directing the offense this way to Sam Trushinsky. Goes to Winder at the free throw line. Winder, the backdoor pass was there. He'll turn and shoot instead. Misses it. One and done again. 3:44 to go in the second. When you don't have your main rebounder in there in Erickson, those shots become pretty quickly one and dones. Kramer into the front court up 3 with the ball to the free throw line. Kramer drives right side, stops, kicks corner, baseline to Farr, out to Cox, back to Kramer between the circles. Now Winder trying to shade him left. Kramer looks back to Coach Hamilton and comes left to Sellers. He'll go baseline, pass in the lane to Ingeson, kicks back out. Kramer open look on the left wing is up. No. Rebound, skied for, tipped into the hands of Will Motes for St. Pat's. Into the front court, crosses over at midcourt, holds up, hands off to Branch. Right side's Eric Branch, spinning, tough shot on the right side, up and in! Tough shot for the senior, 14-15. Irish back within 1. 3:05 second quarter.
After his performance the last couple of days, that's a good shot for him.
He's feeling it right now. Kramer between the circles. Going down low. Good pick and roll. Got far inside. He's fouled underneath by St. Pat's. And 2:57 to go in the second. Finally a stoppage. We played a lot of action until that foul. Will Motes picks up his first, team fourth, and set to come in are Patel and Erickson for North Platte St. Pat's. 2:57 second quarter. Maywood-Hayes Center 15-14 here from the D1-10 Sub-District Championship game. And line left to inbound is Ingeson. Looks, out to the wing to Cox. And Jet Sellers might be getting looked at. His ankle, it bothered him. He maybe rolled it on Tuesday. He's going to the sideline to get looked at. Cox right side into the corner to John Patel. He'll dribble with his left into the lane, kicks out front. Far, open 3. He'll take it, put it up, and rims off. Rebounded Logan Winder. Just about dropped. He hit 2 on Tuesday. Came in with just 3 into the sub-tournament. That one nearly dropped. Erickson working right side in traffic. Shot might have been blocked, and the rebound to Maywood-Hayes Center. Wolves got a touch on that one again. 15-14, Wolves by 1, 2:26 second quarter. And their length playing a big factor. Patel travels out on the wing, just stuttered the feet enough. 5th turnover on the Wolves, gives it back to St. Pat's with 2:21 to go in the second. Hey, if you're ready to build, Lee Davies Architecture can take you from design to done, including permits, bidding, and construction. A full-service commercial architecture firm with consulting engineers. Lee Davies has 25 years in the industry. Call today to start building, 530-9138. 15-14, Irish down 1 now with the ball. Comes left side into the hands of Sam Trushinsky. Out to the wing to a top. It comes into the hands of Brocious. Now left side Trushinsky. You got people standing at the entryway here at McGann. Here's Branch, tough shot in the lane, doesn't go. Rebound tipped into the corner, picked up by Winder. Second chance look, Trushinsky, top of the key, down low to Erickson. He'll dribble once, kick back to Sam. Left wing, free throw line extended 3. Missed, air ball, but a put back on the right side. Blocked from behind by Maywood-Hayes Center. Great block from behind. In transition, Kramer driving, lost it off his leg, out of bounds. He'll give it back. With 1:39 to go in the second, just got a little ahead of himself there and dribbled off his own leg. With 1:39 to go here in the second quarter, 15-14, and boy, every possession feels like the end of the game. 90 seconds to go here in the second quarter. 15-14, Irish here. Ball down 1. Ball tipped at the high post. Ingeson into the front court. Holds up, waits for teammates, and he'll hand it off to Cox and set up the offense. Irish have turned it over 5 times now. They give it right back with 1:19 to go in the second. Left side, Kyler Cox hands it off. Little wheel offense. Back into the hands of Patel out front. Back to Cox on the wing. Screen for him. Branch fights through it. 1:09 second quarter. Left corner it comes to Patel. Out of the corner. Back between the circles to Ingeson. He gets it into the right wing. Right now, Kramer playing the high post. He's been popping out at the top of the key. Now he'll grab it and set up the offense with another minute to go in the second. He'll dribble with his right. Steps back. He'll try the 3 over Winder. Misses it short. Rebounds. Eric Branch has his 4th of the day. And a 1 and done there. A lot of more 3s than I thought would be attempted in this game. 15-14, and really no offensive rebounds from either team. Erickson in the right corner. He's got 1 point so far. Very few shots. High right, bounce pass left to Trushinsky. And he'll skip back right side to Beckett Erickson. 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Coach O'Malley redirecting the offense. Back to Trushinsky left side. Into the left corner to Eric Branch. Branch out of the corner, comes to the Brocious left wing. He'll try the open 3, misses it, rebound. Good box out, John Patel. Otherwise, that's a pretty decent opportunity for a rebound. Wolves up 1 with 13 seconds to go here in the quarter. They'll play for the last shot. They get it into the hands of Kramer. He had a 3 at the end of the first quarter. What does he do here? 6 seconds. He calls for right corner to Cox. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. He'll drive in, get a layup right side, and put it in at the buzzer. Kyler Cox, the senior, makes it Maywood-Hayes Center 17, St. Pat's 14 at the end of the first quarter here from the McGann Activities Center. Our halftime coming up here from the D1-10 Sub-Championship game. We'll have an edition of Irish Intermission when we're here from St. Pat's senior May Siegel, and then we'll come back and get you halftime numbers. Again, St. Pat's and Maywood-Hayes Center. It's the Wolves 17, St. Pat's 14 on Husker Radio.
No matter who you are and where you're going, Mid-Plains is here for you. The differences of our campuses make us stronger. Our shared mission propels us forward. You can't define us as one person, one town, one place. We are many, in pursuit of something bigger, together. With 6 individual campuses supporting a vast and determined region. We are Mid-Plains Community College.
Sandhill State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
Whether you're at the worksite or on the trailhead, you need an ATV that goes above and beyond the expected with the power and performance to work harder, technology to make every obstacle easier, and a time-tested promise of quality and dependability. When duty calls, you need the 2022 Honda 4Trax lineup. Available now at Budke Power Sports under the Big Red Roof right off I-80 North Platte. Then you'll learn how life is better on a Honda ATV. For riders 16 years old and older, Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course and read the owner's manual thoroughly.
We've got the power.
Welcome back here on Irish Intermission. We're talking with the St. Pat's senior May Siegel. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Excellent. How's senior year going?
It's going by really fast, but it's been really good, yeah.
The countdown is on. How many days, you know?
I think like in the 80s, 80-something.
80-something. All right. Tell me all the things you're involved in.
We got volleyball and track and NHS. I'm in a disciple group and Saints. Yeah.
Keeps you busy. I know track kind of your thing. You're probably itching ready to go for that.
Yes, I'm really excited. I've done indoor stuff all winter, so I'm really excited for outdoor season.
Obviously, St. Pat's won state track girls and boys last year, so that's fun. New coach, though. I mean, that'll be a change for you.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I know Mr. Crick's really excited, too, so I'm just ready to get going.
What individually, remind me what you competed in at state last year.
Last year, long and triple jump and the 4x1.
And how did you do individual? How did you do on those?
Triple jump, I got 3rd. Long jump, 6th. And our 4x1 got 3rd.
So your expectations individually, I mean, what are you hoping to do?
Yeah, well, I'm really going after the gold this year. I'm super excited. I'm excited we moved up to Class C, too. So... yeah, I just have a lot of personal goals. I'm ready to get going.
Probably gives you a whole different group of athletes you'll compete against. Probably some you know, probably some you don't.
No, yeah, I'm excited. I feel like I kind of look at it as like we won Class D, so it's like moving out, but I'm excited.
Yeah, you relegated up to Class C here, and so which event's your strongest, do you think?
I would say triple jump. I don't know, kind of just natural for me. Long jump, too. I think those 2 jumps are just my favorite, and I enjoy doing them.
I would imagine, though, too, because, you know, you get those knocked out. I mean, it's not like you have to run an 800 with those, you know. I mean, they're not easy. I'm not saying they're not, and you have to be in shape for them, and obviously. But I'd imagine track meets are pretty fun when you go to, and those are your 2 main events.
Yes, no, I love track meets. I feel like it's just a good team environment, and just being outside is super fun. But, yeah, I agree. Long and triple is, like... not easy, but it's definitely my thing.
And you're going on to keep doing track next year, right?
Yes, at the University of South Dakota. I'm super excited.
So when you get recruited for a track athlete, do they say, okay, this is the event we're recruiting you for? Or?
I guess like when I went on visits and stuff, we talked about, there was a mention of like doing like being a multi-athlete. But definitely next year I'll be doing triple jump mainly and long jump too. So they kind of tell us like what they're looking for, and yeah, I guess.
Do most athletes focus on 1 or 2? I mean, I'm obviously if you're a 4x4, you can run the 400 probably as well. I mean, triple jump, long jump kind of go hand in hand. Do most athletes have more than one event?
Yeah, I feel like in college, if you're a multi-event athlete, you're doing like the heptathlon or something like that. Obviously, you're doing more than one event. But other than that, mainly sprints as a group and jumps as a group and throws, and obviously mainly just sticking to your main strong events.
You're not going to venture into the world of distance running?
No, thank you.
When was the last time you ran distance?
Oh, man. I mean, sometimes I run just to challenge myself and keep myself in shape, but not my thing.
And conditioning for a triple and long jumper, what does that look like?
Definitely shorter sprints. I mean, like, it's great to stay in, like, 200 shape for running in general, but not much farther than that.
That's as far as we want to go. I'm with you there. Can I get into that regimen? Talking with May Siegel here. Do you have any idea what you might major in?
I'm thinking somewhere with exercise science or kinesiology. I'm thinking maybe, like, physical therapist or personal trainer, but I don't know exactly. Still, like, searching.
Awesome. Well, you have some time to figure it out. Well, best of luck. Obviously, getting ready for track here soon. It'll get warm outside, and you'll be, I'm sure, getting excited for that. Best of luck with graduation and next year at South Dakota.
Yes, thank you.
We'll have more halftime coming up after this.
Now in our 20th year, the North Platte Bulletin remains committed to the principles we've had from the start. Independent news service, factual reporting, in-depth information about the city and this part of Nebraska, all presented at a handy price. We're not in it for money, power, or prestige. We just love what we do, giving you the information you need to know and better understand this area and your community. So give us a call, find us on the web or Facebook. Subscriptions are just $38 a year, despite runaway inflation.
North Platte welcomes Hilton True Wide's newest brand, True Hotel. You'll be greeted by their spacious lobby and friendly staff. Play a game of pool or relax on the patio by the fire pit with your favorite beverage from the well-stocked pantry, including wine and beer. Enjoy a state-of-the-art 55-inch television in your room and complimentary hot breakfast buffet. Earn and redeem Hilton's Honor Points. Book your True Guaranteed Best Rate at Hilton.com. The True by Hilton at exit 179 just off I-80 North Platte.
Welcome back on Husker Radio. We are at the halftime of this D1-10 Sub-District Championship game. Heck of a first half. Maybe a little more low-scoring than we thought, but it was a dandy. 17-14 at the end of the first half. It's Maywood-Hayes Center with a 3-point lead here at the break. Your numbers brought to you by Condon Signs of North Platte. Condon Signs is North Platte's only locally owned full-service sign company. Condon Signs creates custom monument signs, pylon signs, commercial awnings, and they'll service your existing sign. Quality and knowledge since 1991. Visit them on the corner of 8th and Vine or at condonsigns.com. St. Pat's 9-5 by quarter, 14.5, led by Sam Trushinsky with a couple threes. He has 6 points. Sarek Branch with 4, 3 from Brocious, just 1 from Brecken Erickson. Only shot a couple times in that first half. Maywood-Hayes Center doing a really good job defensively on number 15. Irish are 3 of 10 from downtown. They're 1 for 2 at the charity stripe. 5 turnovers, 4 fouls. 2 for Breckinson. That played a factor. He had to sit some of that. Led by as many as 7. They trail by 3 here at the break. Meanwhile, for Maywood-Hayes Center, they go 7-10 by quarter, 17.5. Wolves led by Hayden Kramer with 7 points. 1 for 5 from downtown. Hayden Fard, Jeremiah Ingeson with 4, and Kyler Cox a big 2 right at the end of that first half. They were 1 for 10 from downtown. Did not shoot a free throw. 2 free throws between the whole 2 teams in that entire first half. It moved really quickly. 6 turnovers for the Wolves, 3 fouls, nobody with more than 1, led by as many as 3. That's what they lead here at the break. Halftime, second half, coming up in the D1-10 Sub-District Championship game right after this.
Patients have been very pleased with the easy access, convenience, and lowest prices for lab tests in North Platte at the brand new Pathology Services PC Lab in Westfield Shopping Center. Remember, you as a patient have the absolute right and final say-so as to where your health tests are performed. Pathology Services PC gladly accepts and processes all lab test orders from physicians at Great Plains Health, with 2 convenient locations to serve you, Westfield Shopping Center and the North Platte Health Pavilion. Pathology Services PC.
Faith, excellence, and service are at the heart of all that we do at North Platte Catholic Schools. I'm Enrollment Director Gwen Covey, inviting you to join us at Little Leprechaun Preschool, McDade Elementary, and St. Pat's High School. Our students enjoy small class sizes, a challenging curriculum, and the unique opportunity to grow in faith. Now is the time to experience the difference a Catholic education can make. Call 532-1874 and schedule a tour today.
Getting ready for the start of the second half here from McGann, 17-14. Couple scores in D1 to pass along. McCool Junction moves on, 56-43. So they, BDS will not be opponent. That's one of the opponents I thought maybe these two teams might see. Bridgeport leading Layton 14-10 at the end of the first. That would be an upset. Hitchcock County trails by 1 at half to Dundee County Stratton, 27-26. And Johnson Brock up big. They are the heavy favorites there in their sub-championship game. Start of the second half. Irish go immediately inside to Brecken Erickson on the right block. His shot, no. Put back. Zarek Branch, no. Brecken Erickson, another one. Put back, no. Trying to draw contact. Another put back. This time finally does. So 3 offensive rebounds for the Irish. Erickson's first of the game, and he'll go to the line on the Kyler Cox foul from behind. That'll be his second, team first of the second half. And Erickson, it feels like he's trying to get contact and just throwing the ball up instead of just getting a good shot. He'll put that free throw in.
I think you're right. He's trying too hard to draw the defender into the air instead of just focusing on the rim and putting the ball through the hole.
Here's a second free throw from the 6'4 junior. This one is up and in. So that puts the ball back down to a 1-point deficit for St. Pat's. Full court pressure here from the Irish. Maywood-Hayes Center's handled this, although that ball tipped out by Branch on the inbound. They've handled the pressure. They have turned it over 6 times. Really, there's not a lot to separate these two teams. Irish hit a couple more threes, but Maywood-Hayes Center got more twos. Mostly everything's pretty accurate. There's a bad pass, though, on the press and a turnover. That ball overthrown for Sellers. Out of bounds, no touch, and the Wolves will turn it over.
That's one thing St. Pat's hasn't really been able to do all game is set their pressure because there haven't been very many opportunities to stop play.
By the way, Bridgeport over Layton 27-23 at the half. Again, that would be an upset, although not an opponent. That would take one of the wild cards maybe for a South Loop team. There, the Irish going to give it right back. They were trying to tip it right back to Trushinsky, and he hadn't gotten inbound yet. 6 turnover, and he kind of came in a little late, and then they realized, I'm going to be too late. He tried to hop it quickly. Here they look to inbound, get it in too far in the backcourt, and he'll work against Andrew Brocious. 20 seconds gone, third quarter. Wolves up 1, 17-16. Here's Farr, comes right wing to Kyler Cox, and he'll direct the man-to-man offense for Maywood-Hayes Center. Working right to left in your radio dial here from McGann. Branch picking up Cox way out near the spike line, hands it off into the hands of Ingeson, crosses over, trapped. He'll get it near side to Sellers. Sellers will hand off on the wing, comes in up top, Farr down low, trying to find Kramer, tipped and stolen away. Brecken Erickson got a touch on it. Irish down to 1, St. Pat's ball. 7:13 third quarter on our scoreboard. Brought to you by Nebraska Public Power District. Always there when you need us. Learn more at nppd.com. Erickson long 2 on the baseline, up and in. And Erickson starts with a 4-0 run himself, and the lead flips back to St. Pat's 18-17 here in our third quarter. A minute gone. So the junior becoming immediately involved. Here's Ingeson, short corner right. Double team, kicks out. Cox right corner 3. That's his shot. Misses that. Backside rebound, Will Moats. 1 for 11 is Maywood-Hayes Center from downtown, although Cox the leader with 28 made, 27% from downtown. That was a good, clean look for him. Here's St. Pat's up 1 with the ball. Immediately inside, they got Erickson again in traffic, and he's held as he goes up on the right block before the shot, I think from behind, and that's going to be Kyler Cox's third. And I think that was just a late call because you saw a jersey grab, but it looked like that was going to gotten let go, and then it wasn't. I think that's what it was. I think that was just the jersey.
You definitely saw his jersey get pulled there.
They'll check out. Patel back in.
Irish fans on this side will let you know.
Yeah, they saw that one. Here's Moats on the inbound. Left block, point blank shot missed. Got his own rebound, and on the second time going up is fouled. Boy, and if you're a St. Pat's fan, you're saying, can you make a box shot right now? But going to get free throws here as Jet Sellers commits his first, team third.
Exactly right.
6:30 third quarter. And a free throw here for Will Moats. And the first one is up and in for the 6'1 senior, his first point of the game. Just like the athletes on the field, quarter track, your heating and cooling units work hard, and service on them is sometimes needed. When the air conditioning stops running cold or your furnace shuts down, call Langmeyer Heating and Cooling of North Platte for service or a new unit altogether. That's Langmeyer Heating and Cooling of North Platte, 534-5848. Irish put both of them up and in from Will Moats. The senior gives St. Pat's a 3-point lead, and they're on a 6-0 run. Inbound comes to Kramer. Now he's looking to run, turning into the front court. Kramer holds up on the elbow. Now we'll take a shot over Erickson. Misses it, but Erickson gets called for his third foul. It's a body foul. He went in with his body, and Erickson will have to go to the bench with 3 fouls.
Give Kramer some credit. He jumped into Erickson to force the contact, making the official make a decision.
Yep. It wasn't on the arm. It was a body call. And Erickson, after he's really dominated this third quarter early on, Kramer puts the free throw in for his 8th point. Winder in for Erickson. I don't think you'll see him sit too long, though. I think Coach O'Malley knows they're going to need 15 out there. 6:25 third quarter. HD Management's ready to put their half a century of experience to work for you, whether it's farm and ranch management, ag appraisals, or ag real estate sales. Secret Peeper, Hank Nicely, or Justin Peeper at HD Management in North Platte. Free throw missed. The rebound out, last touch by Kramer. It'll be St. Pat's ball. 6:24 to go in the third. St. Pat's up 2, but now Erickson, who has all the 4 of the 6 points for the Irish, on the bench. Skip pass left side. Top of key comes. Right side now Trushinsky. Irish relying on the 3 a little bit more. Here's a ball, not a good pass, directed right to the high post, and Patel read that one easily. Right side, it's Sellers. Hands off to Kramer out front. He'll drive, attack into the lane, float a shot up, and a charge called! Trushinsky taking the charge inside. And Kramer will get his second foul.
I think that was the right call. I think Sam got set underneath the basket. It was a heck of a take by Kramer to get the ball up towards the hole.
And Maywood-Hayes Center fans not loving that one either. I think Sam was set for quite a while. I almost thought, though, with how early he jumped, it might not be a no call because he jumped quite a ways away.
You're right.
Brocious right wing 3 in transition. Up and in! The senior! Second tray ball! 23-18, fourth for the Irish today. 5:40 to go in the third quarter. Across the timeline, ball poked away from Branch. From Patel. Turnover Maywood-Hayes Center, their 4th of the quarter. And the Irish have a 5-point lead in the ball with 5.5 to go here in the third quarter. It's a big-time play by Zarek Branch, who averages 5 steals a game. The Irish set up their zone offense here. Right corner comes to Will Moats. Senior dribble in. He'll take the 17-footer on the baseline and hit! Moats has got 4, and it's a 7-point lead for the top-seeded Irish. Across the timeline comes Hayden Farr. Left side, picks up his dribble. Now to the hands of Kramer, who's got 8 to lead the way. Comes left wing. Farr, left corner, Patel. Inside to Ingeson. Ingeson kicks it out. Ball tipped into the hands of Sam Trushinsky. Another turnover and a foul by the Wolves trying to get it back. Timeout taken by Maywood-Hayes Center with 4:58 to go in the third quarter. 25-18. St. Pat's by 7. We'll take a break. We're back to the D1-10 Sub-Championship game after this.
Are you tired of fixing that old fallen down fence? Or maybe you're just ready to replace the one you have. Lazy TS Custom Fencing in North Platte is here to help. I'm Travis Cooley, the owner of Lazy TS Custom Fencing, and I specialize in all fencing needs, from barbed wire in the sandhills to the backyard fence in town. I also offer tank setting, snow removal, and any skid loader service required. Call today for a free estimate, 308-539-9579. Lazy TS Custom Fencing of North Platte.
Putting your family first.
Are you looking for the right dentist for you and your family? Phelps Family Dentistry has you covered. Dr. Lene Phelps and Dr. Kelly Hansen will make sure your family has the healthiest smile. Whether it's dental cleanings, fillings, same-day crowns, or total smile makeovers. Call our office at 534-4040 or visit us at phelpsdds.com to schedule your family's next dental appointment. And go Irish!
Putting your family first.
Lincoln County Feed Yard reminds you, when it's time to eat Nebraska beef. Real food for real people. It's pro-America and pro-Nebraska. The Lincoln County Feed Yard is a proud supporter of the North Platte St. Patrick's Athletics. Eat beef tonight and go Irish.
25-18, St. Pat's with the ball and a 7-point lead, 4:54 to go in the third quarter. Coach Hamilton takes his first time out just to settle his team down a little bit here. Ball comes into the right corner to Moats. Moats picks up his dribble in the corner and needs help. We'll skip it up top. Branch able to come down with it. Left side, Trushinsky. He'll pick up his dribble in the corner, needs help. A lot of pressure. Got to get rid of it. Steps through and able to get it out to Moats. Well, that was tough because there was 2 right around him. Moats right side. Irish building a 7-point lead with Erickson on the bench with 3 fouls. Moats posted up. Hands off to Winder. Left side shot. In the lane, up and in. Logan Winder, and that was a breakdown of the defense. Beautifully drawn up by Coach O'Malley.
What? That's a Swift Auto Center Play of the Game nominee.
Irish now have their largest lead of 9. Wolves offense goes to work. Left side Patel. Left corner. Sellers with a wide open 3. It's up. No. Backside rebound. Brocious got a good box out. And Maywood-Hayes Center struggling from outside, 1 for 12. Irish bad pass, overthrowing, and Trushinsky gives one away on a bad baseball big pass, trying to find a Winder underneath with 4 minutes to go in the third, and those will drive Coach O'Malley crazy. You got a 9-point lead in the ball. Connor Cox checking back in and getting a breather. I think it's Hayden Kramer, his first break. He won't sit for long, I'm sure. 4 minutes to go in the third, 27-18. Wolves facing their largest deficit. They led at half. St. Pat's has jumped out to a 13-1 lead here in the first 4 minutes of the third. Cox left wing, tightly guarded into the corner. Comes up top into the hands of Hayden Farr. Left side, bad, dangerous pass. Trushinsky fighting for it, comes up with a steal, and Wolves have turned it over 6 times in the quarter. 3:40 to go in the third. Irish lead by 9, and the turnovers have really hurt Maywood-Hayes Center. Right corner, it comes to Moats. High right to Brocious. Comes back left side against this 1-3-1 zone. Left corner to Branch. Out of the corner to Brocious. Left wing, he'll try the 3 in front of the student section and hit his third of the game. Oh, man, Andrew Brocious, 3 for 6, and it's a 12-point lead for the Irish with 3:17 to go in the third.
What a performance.
4 threes in the last 2 games, now 3 in this one for the senior. Patel trying to answer, and he will not, just in and out. Rebound, fought for. Ingeson comes up with it, and he's going to be fouled.
No, they're calling a foul on Ingeson.
Ooh, I don't know about that one. That one's a tough one for Ingeson because I thought he had a better beat on the ball initially. That's a tough call.
The ball was kind of loose between the 2 guys fighting for it.
That's a 6th foul on the Wolves in 5 minutes. I would agree with Coach Hamilton. That was a tough call for Jeremiah Anderson. He's 6'6". I mean, he's probably reached over a lot of guys and not gotten called for fouls. Ball goes on to Erickson. Erickson kicks out to the wing. This lead built, by the way, with Erickson on the bench. Now 12 at its largest. 2:50 to go, third quarter. Left side, left corner. Erickson will try a 3 in front of the student section. No. Rebound and a foul on the floor. They're going to get Trushinsky with a foul. And underneath trying to, I think, lobby for positioning with Cox.
I think he did. I think he was going for the rebound.
Got to give credit, by the way, to Kyler Cox and Sam Trushinsky, too, because that was a collision. This has been a heated game, and both of them got up and shook each other, kind of tapped each other and said, good play, and good to see that from a couple experienced players. 2:48 to go in the third, 30-18. Full court pressure here. Hayden Kramer back in the game for the Wolves. Down 12. They'll need him out there. Across the timeline here, Irish have given up 1 point in 5 minutes and 20 seconds here. See if the Wolves can get something. Sellers into the left corner. Ingeson down low to Kramer. Reaching around and knocking it out is Zarek Branch. It'll remain Wolves ball underneath their own hoop with 2:35 to go in the third.
Branch might have gotten away with reaching through Kramer's back there. No call, though.
Jessica Braithwaite Photography wishes the Irish the best of luck this season. Jessica, both contemporary and timeless, when illustrating your life. When it comes time to capture your moments, reach out to JBP on Facebook or at JessicaBraithwaitePhotography.com. And Ingeson on the inbound. Turnaround shot is up and in. That's a tough shot to defend. And he's got 6 for the 6'6 junior. Back within 10. First field goal of the second half for the Wolves at the 2:18 mark. Branch right corner to Moats against his zone defense. Comes out to Brocious. Erickson on the bench again. Coach probably gets him a sub. Defense on defensive possessions, he will. Brocious right wing looking for another one, and he hits his 4th of the game! 3rd of the quarter! The senior, 3 for 3, and it's a 13-point lead. Far in transition, out to Sellers. He'll attack right through the lane. Jet Sellers to the rack, no, but he drew a foul. Good take by number 5. He saw a seam, and the senior will go to the line for 2. Off the foul of Logan Winder, his first, team 3rd. It's a good take by number 5 when really you needed a bucket. Down 13, momentum on the side of the Irish, and took a hard drive to the rack, and he picks up the first foul again on Winder, 33-20, and Sellers to the line where he's looking for his first points of the game. Hannah buried it. Jet's only shot. That's his 15th free throw of the year, and he buried it strongly. Erickson back in for Moats with 1:55 to go in the third quarter. Hey, if you're ready to build, Lee Davies Architecture can take you from design to done, including permits, bidding, and construction. A full-service commercial architecture firm with consulting engineers. Lee Davies has 25 years in the industry. Call today to start building, 530-9138. That free throw missed by Sellers. Branch clears the 6th rebound. 12-point lead for St. Pat's with 1:49 to play in the third quarter of what has been a tremendous game so far, as expected. What a tournament, by the way. 3 games here, really 4 if you factor in Monday. And I think man-to-man defense here. Pick and roll. Trushinsky driving, kicks into the corner. Brocious, and his 3 up and in, but an offensive foul called. It was Trushinsky getting called for a charge as he ran over the defender, and that'll be his 3rd foul, team 4th, and a turnover. And he'll go to the bench. Seth Engler back in, Erickson out as well. Moats in for St. Pat's. That would have been a huge shot. That would have been a career high for Andrew Brocious with that.
That's an unfortunate foul for Sam.
And Andrew buried that in the right corner. He's feeling it right now. Here's Cox across the timeline, guarded by Branch. Left side into the hands of Hayden Kramer. And back into Cox. Good give and go. Layup up and in. Beautiful play. Branch had leaked away, help defense on Kramer on the wing, and that's what a good player commands, a lot of defensive attention, and Cox got an easy layup inside. Well, not easy. He put a beauty in.
It was good recognition by Cox, and he had to really put some touch on it to get the ball to the rim.
Brocious through the hands of Winder on the pass. Turnover. Maywood-Hayes Center's gone man the last couple possessions now. That time, which I think if you're Coach O'Malley, he probably likes seeing that more than the zone, although so far it's worked for the Wolves. Picked up a foul and a turnover, really 2 turnovers. Minute 5, third quarter, 33-23, St. Pat's up 10, Wolves ball. They ended the second quarter on a run, and they end the third in the final minute on a run. Handoff outside Ingeson, comes right side, far, open 3 for him is up, no. Rebound, Zarek Branch with a high grab. And the Wolves just can't find an outside bucket today. Branch in the front court with 49 seconds to go in the third, and Coach O'Malley will use his second timeout. We'll take it, 33-23, 47 seconds to go in the third. Back after this.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
For a no-hassle quote, see local Shelter Insurance agents Pete Voles or Brent Rocco in North Platte today.
I don't know. Are you entertained so far? D1-10 Sub-District Championship game again. It's you just feel like these are two teams that are destined to meet again. But right now it's a chance to play. I mean, really, it's a sub-championship. That's all it is, because the district final is a guarantee for both of them.
You're right.
And again, I don't know if seeding makes the difference. 47 seconds to go in the third. Erickson back in for Coach O'Malley. See what they drop here in the final 40 seconds. They go to the left elbow to Trushinsky. Man-to-man defense. Erickson comes and sets a screen. Trushinsky, they float down to Erickson underneath the right block in traffic. Puts it up off the glass. Missed it. Rebound. Wolves able to collect it. Ingeson in a lot of traffic, able to hold on to it. Coach Hamilton calls for last shot. Sellers left corner to Patel. 20 seconds to go, and he'll go inside to Kramer. He'll turn, got around Erickson. Good take all the way in. He's got 10.
That's a good job by Kramer recognizing Erickson's got 3 fouls.
Yeah, 12 seconds to go in the third. Irish have 10 seconds to work with. They go inside to Erickson. Erickson in traffic with 8. Erickson puts it up in the lane and rattles it in. Quickly here, Wolves got 4 seconds to work with. Sellers with 2. Sellers with 1. Didn't recognize it. That'll end the quarter. And it's 35-25 at the end of the third quarter. St. Pat's leads by 10 in the D1-10 Sub-District Championship game. Hey, the fourth. It's coming up next on Husker Radio.
At Allo, we think you deserve the fiber things in life, like binging your favorite TV shows and movies buffer-free, next level, lag-free gaming, and video calls without frozen faces. So say goodbye to lag and buffering and hello to super fast fiber internet with dedicated 24/7 support for total peace of mind. Plus, no hidden fees, no expiration dates, and no contracts, ever. From dependable service to exceptional support, experience the fiber things with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/fiberthings.
When it comes time to honor the life of your loved one, it's all about the relationship. Adams and Swanson Funeral Home will help you celebrate that bond with assisting you and your family with all services, ceremonies, grief support, and pre-planning. Learn more by visiting adamswanson.com or by calling 532-2044.
Hosting a get-together, event, or party? Use Occasions in North Platte, the area's event venue for gatherings of up to 55 people inside with a beautiful outdoor patio as well. Occasions is where you want your event held. Call Allison at 534-2533 or Mike at 227-2602 to book today. Parking your RV, boat, jet ski, or camper? Park it at MDN LLC Storage. Conveniently located at North Lake Road, MDN LLC Storage is safe and secure with gated pin-pad entry and security cameras monitoring 24/7. Call Faith at 532-1332 or Mike at 227-2602 to get your spot.
Start of the fourth quarter here from the McGann Activities Center. 35-25, Wolves with the ball. Work right to left in your radio dial. Jet Sellers out high right. Comes left side to Cotter Cox. Brocious guarding with a high hand. Screen for him. Pick and roll with Kramer. Not there. They'll go into the corner. Now Kramer being guarded by Zarek Branch. Ingeson out of the corner. Comes up top into the hands of Jet Sellers. They go inside for Kramer now. Draws a double team. Kicks it out. Cox open. He'll attack into the lane. Good take. Senior misses. Oh, he got it. And one. Got the and one. Kyler Cox has got 6, and the senior coming alive, and Sam Trushinsky picks up his 4th foul. I think he was trying to take a charge. Team 5th with 7:30 to go. Winder will check in for Trushinsky. I don't think he thought it was on him. 35-27, and Kyler Cox, he's had some big moments. 6 points for the senior, right at his average after 3 on Tuesday. Been a 4-year player for him. And the free throw is missed, though. Erickson on the rebound. 2 for 5 at the foul line is Maywood-Hayes Center. Just not many attempts in this game. 7:20 to go, fourth quarter. 35-27. Irish hit 3 for 3 from downtown in that third quarter. That knocked Maywood-Hayes Center into a zone defense. Or out of their zone into man. Elbow shot by Branch was blocked. Rinder on the rebound. He'll step back in. He wasn't back in, though. He got the rebound, falling away, threw it into Erickson, who put it back to him, and he was out of bounds.
Unfortunate series of events there. Erickson was posted on the inside, and he would have had an easy bucket.
I'm surprised. He must not have caught that cleanly because I thought he would have gone right up. 7:09 to go in the fourth quarter, 35-27. Here in the D1-10 sub-championship game. Jet Sellers across the timeline, picked up by Moats. Left corner into the hands of Ingeson. Inside to Kramer. Got a good post up. Kramer turns and shoots on the right block. No. Rebound, Zarek Branch, his 8th of the day. He'll pass into the front court to Erickson. Comes down with it in the short corner. Not there. He'll have to come up top to Brocious. Left side, Moats, who attacks into the lane. His tough shot is up and in! 6 for the senior. 10-point lead again for the Irish. 6:40 to go, and Moats going to pick up a foul in the backcourt, defending Jet Sellers. And that will be Will's second, team 6. So both teams now at 6 with 6:39 to go. So a single bonus from next foul for both sides. Patel in, Sellers out. He's maybe favoring that leg a little bit.
I think on the collision with Moats, he also kind of got popped in the face. So
it was a pretty good collision there. Now they're gonna throw it in for a posted up. Hayden Kramer and Eric Branch able to take it away. He just steps in front. He'll pass to Moats in the right corner. Turnover. Tough time for Maywood-Hayes Center. Their 13th of the game. 6:39 to go. Winder, left side, Brocious. Man-to-man defense. Brocious 3 blocked. Erickson comes up with a rebound, though. Hayden Kramer with a block. He's so long. Makes it tough to shoot threes, especially against this man-to-man. That might not be there against the man. I'm surprised, though, the Irish haven't ran their motion offense more to try to get Erickson posted up. Here they do. Now Winder gets it. I imagine Coach O'Malley saying run it a few times. Brocious, right side, not open, drives in. He'll take the long 2. Blocked by Kramer again. Saves it on the sideline, but he got a foot on the line. Good block, though.
I think he got most of the ball, and the impact of the ball came back down on Brocious.
But he stepped out over by the student section. He kind of grabbed his ankle a little bit as he came down, so we'll keep an eye on Kramer and see if he's all right. Inbound comes here to Moats on the left wing. 6 minutes to go in the game. 37-27. St. Pat's up 10. Moats high left, comes right side to Winder. Now to Branch. Branch to Brocious out front. Right back to Zarek Branch on the right wing. Winder gets it between the circles. Left side Winder. Winder comes up top to Moats. Moats looking for Winder to pop out. He does on the wings. 5:40 to go. We're going to shorten this game up maybe a little bit. Up 10, too. And that's what this motion offense does. It can wear a defense out, and they're doing that right now.
You're right.
Winder, right side, Brocious, looks in, comes up top. They'll run this until they can't run this. And then when you think you've got them just lulling them in, you look for Erickson inside. They're playing keep away with 5:20 to go. Branch right wing. Cox comes out, comes up top to Erickson. Left side to Brocious. Moats gets it between the circles. And they'll run it again, 5:10 to go.
This is something St. Pat's is so good at if we have a foul.
Now Moats fell down. I think Ingeson got tagged, and that should just be his second, but that is the 7th. So it is a 1-and-1 here with 5:08 to go. It's his 3rd. Check that. Not a huge factor with only 5:08 left, but could become if he gets his 4th here quickly. And a free throw for Moats, a 1-and-1, and he misses it. Rebound, Erickson able to grab it. He just throws it up for St. Pat's' Andrew Brocious. Big rebound off the miss. And the Irish get another possession here with 5 minutes to go. Now you see Maywood-Hayes Center starting to tighten up their man-to-man. That's when you start, now they might overplay a little bit more, and now Coach O'Malley will take a timeout. 4:54 to go in the game, 37-27. St. Pat's by 10, and we've got a break. We're back after this.
Find your favorite beverages at Quick Stop with fountain machines with flavor fusion shots, alligator ice slushies, 8 varieties to choose from, gourmet 100% Arabica house blend, and exclusive Seattle Buzz coffee. And for real shakes and smoothies. Pick up your Quick Rewards card today and start saving. Members enjoy rollback prices at the pump every Tuesday and Thursday. Quick Stop with the lowest beer prices in town and happy hour twice daily, and we never close. Quick Stop with 27 locations open 24/7.
This is Joanne Perlinger of Team Perlinger & Jet of Great Plains Realty in North Platte. Give us a call for all of your real estate needs. Whether you are buying or selling, we are here to help you with your next move. Make sure to check us out at teamperlingerandjet.com. As proud supporters of the St. Pat's Irish, we are excited to wish them the best of luck in their 2022-2023 school year activities. Go Irish!
It's 7:57 Central Time. You're listening to KODY North Platte with translator K291BW North Platte and 106.1 FM. CT Computer Services on the corner of Phillip and Willow offers tune-up Tuesdays where all in-shop services are half price. At CT Computer Services, technology saw 4:54 to go in this game. Coach O'Malley takes his third timeout. Maywood-Hayes center ball with 4:50 to go, or St. Pat's ball rather, and they go back to their 1-3-1 zone here. Might make it a little tougher for the Irish to milk clock. You can overplay a little bit more in this. Erickson up top to Brocious. Back to Erickson near wing with 4:40 to go. I think if you're St. Pat's, you're going to play keep-away ball as long as you can, but this is going to make it tougher. Way out near court. Trushinsky able to find Brocious. 4:30 to go. Next foul's another 1-and-1. Trushinsky, left side Moats. Ball's been on this side of the court since around the 5:50 mark. There's been a long possession here for the Irish with a timeout in it. They'll skip it back up top to Moats. 4:20 to go. Back to Moats, back to Brocious, left side Winder. He's going to try an open three. Misses it short. Might not be the best time for that shot there if you're a St. Pat's fan. Wolves with the ball, down 10. Kramer out front, left corner. Open three, that's up and Farr hits! Hayden Farr puts the Maywood-Hayes Center fans on their feet, and a timeout from Coach Hamilton with 4:05 to go. 37-30, big time shot from the junior. And we'll take another timeout from the D1-10 Sub-Championship after this.
Do you want to support North Platte Catholic Schools? Shop the Bargain Bin, a thrift store located at 421 East 3rd Street in North Platte, where proceeds go to benefit the North Platte Catholic Schools. The Bargain Bin is open Fridays and Saturdays 10 to 3 and sells everything from household items, crafts, clothing of all sizes, bedding, holiday decorations, antiques, and furniture. And your donations are accepted with drop-off Monday through Thursday 9 to noon and during open hours Friday and Saturday 10 to 3. Shop the Bargain Bin at 3rd and Walnut to help support North Platte Catholic Schools.
That timeout brought to you by Mid-Plains Community College. No matter where you're going, Mid-Plains can take you there with 6 individual campuses. Mid-Plains Community College is your next home. Check them out at mpcc.edu. Irish get the ball. Full court pressure here from Maywood-Hayes Center. Irish push it into the front court. Tipped by Maywood-Hayes Center. Out, though. Good hustle play, though, by Hayden Farr, who just hit the three. His second three for Maywood-Hayes Center the entire game, by the way. Their first of the fourth quarter on their only attempt at the fourth quarter. 2 of 14 from downtown. And Sam Trushinsky back in for St. Pat's. He'll cue it in. Far corner on the end line. He looks, comes into Erickson in traffic. His shot swatted away. Ingeson denies him. Beautiful play by 22. Wolves within 7 under 4 to go. Cox at the top of the key will hand off to Farr. Farr right wing. Ingeson will try a three. Hasn't shot many of those, but he hits it in. 1 for 11 prior to that shot. And he's 2 for 12, and he pulls the Wolves within 4. What a shot from the junior. 3:40 to go, and there's Sellers out on the wing picking up a hack foul on a 1-and-1 now for Zarek Branch. That'll be his second team 8th. With 3:40 to go in this game, Logan Winder checking back in for Trushinsky, who has 4 fouls.
What huge shots from the Wolves. Wow.
They were 1 for 13, and then now 2 for 2 here in the basically the last 30 seconds. So 1-and-1 for Zarek Branch, who has 4 points today. The senior hits the first to give him 5. HG Management's ready to put their half a century of experience to work for you, whether it's farm and ranch management, ag appraisals, or ag real estate sales. See Kurt Pieper, Hank Nicely, or Justin Pieper at HG Management in North Platte. Second free throw here from Zarek Branch to try to push it to 6. And he will. Big time shots from the senior. 39-33. Wolves get away from Branch. Now they got a little number game. Farr holds up, though, and he'll get into the hands of Kramer. Kramer right side, goes inside. Agneson comes down the short corner, kicks out to Cox, and he'll come up top to reset the offense. He'll dribble right, go into the right corner. Ingeson will try another one, just hit that one, misses it short. Backside rebound, all St. Pat's, a 1-and-done. And now, again, I think you'll see the Irish slow it up with 3:17 to go. But Maywood-Hayes Center actually better served to be in there. Well, they've gone man now. So the Irish will start to run that motion offense. Brocious, trap game coming on him. Right wing, he'll find Winder. Winder chins the ball, gets out of the corner, comes up top, high right, now left side. 3:02 to go. Erickson out of the corner. And hands off to Brocious out front. Brocious near wing to Branch. Branch working, right wing, comes back up front, and Coach O'Malley going to take a timeout with 2:51 to go. 39-33. We've got another.
No, hang on.
Oh, what? Not a timeout.
I think.
Stepped out of bounds. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Boy, Tough time for that to happen for the Irish. Their 11th turnover of the game, and it's Maywood-Hayes center ball. 2:50 to go.
I initially
39-33.
thought Coach O'Malley was calling a timeout too. It was
just right in front of him.
Yeah.
Kramer looking inside, ball tipping into the hands of Farr. Back to Kramer on the left wing. Baseline drive, got around him, layup up, no. And a foul called. He'll go to the line for 2. And that one is going to be Zarek Branch's first foul. He's played a really good game defensively up until that point. And it'll be Kramer at the line for 2, down 6 with 2:37 to go. He's 1 for 2 today, and that one in. Kramer to lead Maywood-Hayes Center with 11 today. And Sam Trushinsky checking back into the game with 2:37 on our clock here from the D1-10 Sub-District Championship game. 39-34. Second free throw here for Hayden Kramer. And this one is up and in. Big free throws from him, the senior. And it's a 4-point game. Irish in the backcourt with Brocious. Now to Branch across the timeline. He'll attack into the right corner, and now they'll hold it up. 2:29 to go. Maywood-Hayes Center in man-to-man defense. Trushinsky high left. Able to get rid of the ball. Got away from a near steal. Branch driving. He'll kick into the right corner. 2:15 to go. 39-35. Irish playing keep away. Ball back reset by Brocious. 2:11 to go. Trushinsky, high left side. Wait, I go into Moats. He gets in the lane. Moats not shooting, though. Out to Brocious. They'll reset. 2 minutes to go. It's a long ways, though, to go. It's a long time to play keep away. Left side Branch, and he's knocked down, but Kramer making sure he didn't fall down. Good sportsmanship there to make sure he didn't. I mean, came out a little hot there to try to get the foul and just came in a little too tight. His third, team ninth. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Zarek Branch back to the line with 1:56 to go. 39-35. And a 1-and-1 for Branch, who has 6 points today. Double-double yesterday against South Loop. Misses that free throw, rebound, bounced around, but Kramer able to grab it. He about lost it, but he grabbed it. 4-point game with 1:50 to go. Jet Sellers, high left. Coach Hamilton will take a timeout. That'll be his 4th. And we'll take it. 1:48 on the clock. 39-35. Irish by 4. Maywood-Hayes Center ball. Back after this.
Used to be an old drive-through. Stop in now, get something new. Joe and Gretchen will show you the lot. With our used cars, the fun won't stop. The prices are right, the mileage is low. It's a no-pressure sale. Come find your dream set of wheels at Swift Auto Center, where customers send their family and friends.
Ollie, you need to clean up your fishing and hunting gear. It's everywhere.
I'm out of room. I don't have anywhere to put it.
Get some storage at another storage. They have sizes for everything.
I already have some there.
Well,
welcome back on Husker Radio's KODY 1240 AM 1061 FM. Tanner Struckman with you here from the Sub-District Championship game as North Platte St. Pat's here and Maywood-Hayes Center battling 39-35. That timeout taken. I believe St. Pat's has 1 timeout remaining and Maywood-Hayes Center has 2. That's what they signaled. I'm not sure I had that right on my book, but that's what they have, I believe. 39-35, Maywood-Hayes Center ball here with 1:48 on the clock, and they've got it on the near wing.
What a finish this is going to be.
Yeah, you feel like this one's going down to the wire. Wolves trailed by 13 at one point, and they've worked it back within 4. Man-to-man defense here. Cox to inbound near sideline. And he'll get it into Ingeson unguarded out on the high wing. He'll set it up with Cox. He'll direct the offense here and isolate here. He has it right wing. Cox picks up his dribble, goes to the high post to Kramer. Kramer chins the ball. Kramer waits for handoff, fakes it twice, turns and fair squares off, and Branch drives in, floating, shot up and in! He's got 14, 2-point game, 39-37. Branch in the backcourt to Brocious, to Moats. Across the timeline to Branch, got a 3-on-2 if they want it. He'll attack into the lane, layup up, charge called! Charge called on Zarek Branch. That's one of those 50-50 ones. Could go either way, and it goes to the way of the Wolves with 1:21 to go. And I think there's some perspiration on the floor. Boy, that's a big time for a charge. That was probably a pretty decent take by Zarek. It's one of those 50-50 ones. He put it in, too. It would have been an and one.
Yeah, that might be one of those opportunities, even though you've got the 3-on-2, that you might pull out and run clock like you had earlier in the quarter. I understand you had the
I think Coach O'Malley's,
but
though, probably thinking 39's not going to win this game.
I don't think so either.
Minute 21 to go. Wolves ball down 2. Now they can tie or take lead. We've had 1 tie and 2 lead changes despite such a tight game. Full court pressure here from St. Pat's. And they come into Ingeson, and they'll clear out. And they'll get into the hands of Farr. Farr will turn and bring it across the timeline with 1:15 to go. Both teams Maywood-Hayes Center 2 timeouts remaining. St. Pat's 1. Wolves ball down 2. Got to think it's going high post to Kramer. He's calling for the ball. Comes right side to Cox. Cox looking for it. That's a tough pass. They get it to him, though. He turns and shoots in the lane for the tie. Got it! Tie ball game, 39 all. 55 seconds to go. And the Irish might have turned it over. It's in the left corner. And it's out off Maywood-Hayes Center with 51 seconds to go. I might have to watch the stream here. I couldn't see that play. 39-39 is down in the left corner. I don't know if they could see it either. Irish will inbound. Now Maywood-Hayes Center will back up to not defend. 39 all, 51 seconds to go. How does Maywood-Hayes Center defend this? Trushinsky across the timeline. 40 seconds remaining. Man-to-man, no, 1-3-1 zone. Comes high right to Moats. 39 seconds to go. Moats holding it, right wing. 35 seconds, comes left to Trushinsky. Now into the hands of Brocious with 30 seconds to go. Brocious attacking, goes high post to Moats, left side to Erickson. Out on the wing, back, they'll play right side. Trushinsky, backdoor pass, finds Erickson wide open, reverses under, misses it, but drew a foul, will go to the line with 21 seconds to go. Great. That'll be Kramer's 4th. That was a great find. And it will be 2 free throws here with 21 seconds to go for Brecken Erickson with a 39-39 tie. Erickson with 7 points in the first free throw to break it short. 21 seconds to go in this one. 39-39. St. Pat's trying to take the lead on a free throw from Brecken Erickson. Maywood-Hayes Center has 2 timeouts. Wouldn't be surprised if they use one here. And he puts it in. Lead is to St. Pat's by 1. 40-39. Wolves get it in with 20 seconds. Coach Hamilton's got 2 timeouts. We'll see if he burns one here. Cox across the timeline. Out front, guarded by Brocious. Now he's going to let him play. Now he's going to take one with 13 seconds to go. Maywood-Hayes Center has the ball, has a chance to win it. 40-39. We're back with the final after this.
Travel, assist, pick, score, and win. Basketball terms you'll hear during the game tonight and terms that apply to the purchase of your next vehicle at Swift Auto Center of North Platte. Travel to 821 East 4th. Gretchen and I will be happy to assist you with your buying experience. Pick a vehicle that is exactly right for you and your needs. Score when you purchase from us a vehicle you love at a price you love. You win next time you go to the game in your new vehicle. Come and see us. We are Swift Auto Center of North Platte and on the web, swiftautocenter.com.
Ollie, you need to clean up your fishing and hunting gear. It's everywhere.
I'm out of room. I don't have anywhere to put it.
Get some storage at another storage. They have sizes for everything.
I already have some there.
Well, get another. Another storage. 532-1332.
Just like the athletes on the field, Quarter Track, your heating and cooling units work hard, and service on them is sometimes needed when the air conditioning stops running cold or your furnace shuts down. Call Langmeyer Heating and Cooling of North Platte for service or a new unit altogether. That's Langmeyer Heating and Cooling of North Platte, 534-5848. 13 seconds to go. St. Pat's 40, Maywood-Hayes Center 39. Here we go. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. Wolves inbound near sideline. Ball comes in on the wing by Hayden Kramer. See what they draw up out of the timeout. Kramer looking, will get it out. High right to Ingeson with 12 seconds. He'll hold it. Hold it with 10. Into the hands of Cox with 9. Cox with 8. Cox with 7. Cox with 6. Down 1 with 5. Cox with 4. Cox with 3. Right side it comes. Tipped and stolen away. Trushinsky took it away. That's the game. Irish win it. 40-39. Sam Trushinsky took it away on the wing for a steal, and the Irish get the win. 40-39. What a ball game here from McGann.
That was reminiscent of the Nebraska game against Maryland, a steal in the late seconds to seal the game.
That was a Sam Hoiberg steal. That's a great moment call there. And what a finish. Maywood-Hayes took a long time. I'm not sure where the ball was intended to go, but Trushinsky read the pass on the wing and took it away for the final turnover and gets St. Pat's the victory, 40-39 here over Maywood-Hayes Center. And what a thriller at McGann. And for 2 teams, though, that season is not over. and very well could see each other again by the end of it. Hey, D1 state tournament might be fun, but these two teams got to go through a district final first. But if they do, look out, it could be fireworks at the state tournament. Your final again, 40-39. Irish get the victory. Our postgame will begin right after this on Husker Radio.
A proven track record of success. It's what you expect, and that's what you get from Lindemeyer Law Office of North Platte. With more than 130 years of combined legal experience, the attorneys at Lindemeyer Law Office have handled it all with personalized and aggressive representation both in and out of the courtroom. Attorneys Robert Lindemeyer, Amanda Spikert, Kent Florum, Shantae Durham, and Kent Turnbull are ready. Having the right experience in court is critical. Call Lindemeyer Law Office at 308-534-6740 or visit flatrocklaw.com.
Headed to the game or need a place to eat after? Then Dave's Place is the ultimate pregame, postgame hangout. With the freshest pizza and wings, it's a North Platte tradition. Plus a new specialty pizza every month.
Hey there, what about just watch the game? Don't forget the Huskers are always on at Dave's Place.
Dave's Place, where the conversations are fun and the pizza is amazing. Dine in, carry out, or DoorDash. Dave's Place, 1510 East 4th Street.
When injury or trouble finds you, what do you look for in a lawyer? How about someone with over 30 years experience handling civil lawsuits and criminal cases right here in western Nebraska? How about someone who doesn't charge you for every stamp and envelope or bill you for every fraction of an hour spent working on your case? How about someone who will actually talk with you and meet with you about your case? You can have all that by calling me, Marty Trushinsky, at 534-4837.
No matter who you are and where you're going, Mid-Plains is here for you. The differences of our campuses make us stronger. Our shared mission propels us forward. You can't define us as one person, one town, one place. We are many, in pursuit of something bigger, together. With 6 individual campuses supporting a vast and determined region. We are Mid-Plains Community College.
Sandhill State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhills State Bank, member FDIC.
Whether you're at the worksite or on the trailhead, you need an ATV that goes above and beyond the expected with the power and performance to work harder, technology to make every obstacle easier, and a time-tested promise of quality and dependability. When duty calls, you need the 2022 Honda 4Trax lineup. Available now at Budke Power Sports under the Big Red Roof right off I-80 North Platte. Then you'll learn how life is better on a Honda ATV. For riders 16 years old and older, Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course and read the owner's manual thoroughly.
We've got the power.
Welcome back on Husker Radio, and welcome into our Quick Stop postgame show here from the McGann Activity Center. Well, they've not cleared out because it's a jam-packed gymnasium. It certainly was throughout the game. A final here today. St. Pat's wins at 40-39 over Maywood-Hayes Center. Your postgame again brought to you by Quick Stop, just around every corner. Fast, easy, and convenient with 6 locations throughout North Platte. Also locations in Ogallala, Hershey, Grant, and Imperial. On the road everywhere it is Quick Stop. 40-39, St. Pat's gets to 22-2. They will move on to a district final as the top seed, and don't know who they'll play yet, but Maywood-Hayes Center 24-2 now. They'll move on as the first wild card. It was going to be a guarantee that somebody was going to get a wild card from this for sure, and so their season by no means done, and that's a team that, gosh, you got to feel like is probably destined to be at the state tournament, as both of these teams will. You anticipate. Obviously, you got to win a district final before that happens. Coach Brandon Lyons with us. Coach, oh, man, gosh, for an opportunity for these two teams, what a great game to play in, just to prepare yourself for district final, state tournament down the road.
100%. Oh. The crowd tonight was unbelievable. Both sides was so much fun. You're not going to get a better environment than that, I think, especially for Class D basketball. And for us to find a way to win it was awesome, especially the way we kind of started. We started pretty slow. I mean, their length is something we haven't seen at all season, and that really kind of put a little slower tempo to our offense in the beginning, and boys just found ways in the second half to get key stops and to make key free throws.
It was a three-point shot. I thought it was a huge differential. You hit 6, 3. Andrew hit 3 in the third that were just monumental. His third straight game with 4 makes. And, against that zone, you got more looks. I guess more looks than I thought you'd get. It's just so long, but he hit some deep ones. Sam hit a couple deep ones. And I thought those 6 threes were huge.
Absolutely, especially in the first half. I mean, that's 9 of our 14 points. That's a huge stat there. And for those guys to keep us alive and then for us to come out and attack and keep finding Andrew in that second half. And Sam still had a couple good looks at it too, so it's not like he stopped shooting. But yeah, those guys, I mean, it's time. I mean, he knows that it's district time. It's the time to get going, and he's really found his groove, so hopefully he can kind of keep that going. And yeah, Breck, I mean, they held him to 8 points. When we can find other ways to score, and Wilt, I mean, just a total team effort. It wasn't just one guy, and defensively was the same way. And that Kramer kid is super athletic, and to keep him in front is a real job. It's a real chore. And then that Farr kid hitting a couple threes, and they made it tough on us, and that was good for us to find a way to win.
Yeah, defensively, both teams played so well. And I thought maybe offensively both teams didn't play their best ball. Maybe the nerves got them a little bit, but I thought defensively both were really, really good today. And obviously, I mean, these are two teams that average in the 60s, and 40 points is what won it. I wouldn't have thought that at the end of it. Maywood-Hayes Center gets a look there. Sam gets a big steal.
Yeah, it was good defensive possession. So we told him we were going to try to get it to the Kramer kid, and we just got to make it tough for him to catch it. And we did, and then our Will and Zarek did a nice job of making him catch the ball towards our sideline too. And yeah, Sam just made a big play, and that was a really, really, really fun last 15, 13 seconds there.
It's a little different game when you're not able to get Brecken a lot of touches. Only 8 points today, and a lot of them at the line. Felt like he was getting some looks, and he just never could get them to fall. He was kind of maybe looking for contact, and just as well wasn't able to get a shot in.
Yeah, right, and that's because they're length. I mean, we're telling them to ball fake, but at times too, you got to get it up on the glass pretty fast, and that's what he was trying to do a little bit at the end. And yeah, he just stuck with it. He knew the game plan. He knew what we were trying to get done, and he didn't get frustrated. He kind of just stayed there, and the boys stayed with it, and yeah, tried to get him as many touches as we could. But again, like you said, that length, and they did a really good job of doubling and tripling him. And then after we had to hit some shots outside, that's what we ended up doing to find a way to win.
When you're 6'6", I guess you can fall for that ball fake and still be in pretty good possession to defend somebody.
Especially when you could jump like that. That pregame, they're out there dunking. They got hops, and 6'4", 6'6". I mean, those guys can. They're
That's
good,
a
really good
lineup
athletes.
I don't ever recall.
I don't either.
I mean, I just don't recall anybody in this class level that could roll out a lineup like that.
The only one was probably Humphrey when we played him.
Yeah.
That would have been Jack's junior year. I mean, they were 6'4", 6'4", 6'6", but, I mean, they were good athletes, but those guys can really jump.
Those guys can jump without a doubt.
They're going to score a lot of points in track just with those couple guys. Those
no kidding.
4, 5, 6 guys in high jump, triple jump, long
jump. They're going to clear the jumps.
They should. Yeah, they should. And that was kudos to our kid. Just kind of hang in there and find a way.
And that's a team. I mean, there's, I would say, a 33% chance you're going to see them again at state. I mean, 100%. There's only 8 teams. If both teams make it, they're both good enough to be in the title, for crying out loud.
Right, and you said defensively too. I mean, they're so good defensively. We're pretty good defensively too. I mean, that's what's going to win you these tough games down the stretch, especially in a district final, because you never know if you're going to host one at home or if you're on the road or what the situation is. And yeah, it's going to be a fun next couple days, because we had to wait till Monday or Tuesday to get or I guess Saturday to get our district final. But then Monday, Tuesday will be a fun couple days to kind of see what happens around the state with us and the whole Class D1, because it's pretty wide open, I think. There's a lot of good teams in D1.
Well, I'll just pass a couple along to you. Bridgeport-Layton in overtime, heading to overtime tied. Dundee County wins. I know BDS was eliminated by McCool Junction. That was a potential opponent. I think for both teams, depending on if there was upsets.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I think Loomis Southern Valley would be, if there's no upsets, I think that seems to be the one that stands out the most, and you could host. And, Maywood-Hayes Center could be a team that could host if it all played out all right. So,
right.
We'll see, nevertheless. But, yeah, district final Monday, Tuesday, and you can think, both these teams can think, hey, we're going to go to state tournament. Not unless you win the next game.
That's right. Yeah, you got to win and get in. It's that this sub-state it's actually, I'd say your district final is your first round, and your first round is your second round. And I like the way that's kind of worked out. And you got to earn it. You got to earn it. If you don't earn it, then you're sitting at home watching on your TV, and hopefully we can find a way either Monday or Tuesday, whoever we play, to find a way to get it done to get back to the state tournament again.
Well, congrats on the win. Thanks for the time.
Thank you, Tanner. Appreciate it.
Coach Lyons with us here on the postgame as the Irish get the victory here today by a final of 40-39. And again, I haven't seen any scores from Southern Valley Loomis. That would be one to watch for. I think Hitchcock County, Dundee County was a game that was not I think was Dundee County had pulled away on that one. I don't know the final on that one for sure, but 63-42. So Hitchcock County would not be an opponent for either of these two teams. And again, I mean, if right things play out, you know, we're talking, you know, teams like Boyd County or Southern Valley. Those are teams that could be playing either of these teams by the end of the season or by a district final, and those would be Monday or Tuesday. Usually Saturday's an option, but since some games got postponed to tomorrow in the state, all games will be played Monday or Tuesday now. They won't have the brackets or the seeding out until Saturday morning. In your final here, 40-39, St. Pat's gets the victory. And let's get your post-game numbers brought to you by Condon Signs, North Platte only locally owned full-service sign company. Condon Signs creates custom monument signs, pylon signs, commercial awnings, and they'll service your existing sign quality and knowledge since 1991. Visit them on the corner of 8th and Vine or at condonsigns.com. For St. Pat's, with low scoring for both teams, the third quarter, the difference, 9-5, 21 and 5 by quarter, 14 and 26 by half, 40 in the game. Individually led by Andrew Brocious, who had 12 points, 4 3-pointers. That's his third straight 12-point game with 4 threes in it. And they were huge today. 8 for Brecken Erickson, 5 rebounds. Maywood-Hayes Center did a good job on him today. 6 for Sam Trzynski, a couple big early threes. 6 for Will Motes, 6 for Zarek Branch, and 2 for Logan Winder. Irish were 6 of 15 from downtown. They've only hit 6 or more threes now 4 times all year. 8 of 12 at the line. They shot tremendous free throws at this sub-district tournament this year. 12 turnovers, led by as many as 13. Wolves fought back, pulled within 1 at the end, falling 40-39. Irish improved to 22-2 on the year. For the Wolves, 7-10, 8-14. They were pretty steady, 17-22 by half, 39 in the game. Hayden Kramer was really good, especially down the stretch. He got a couple buckets in the lane, and I'd imagine that's where the ball was intended to go to. I don't know that for sure, but he had gotten 2 buckets right before that to pull them within 1, or to actually to tie it at 39 apiece. And so I'd imagine they wanted to get him a touch. He was 16 points today, 9 from Jeremiah Ingeson, a huge 3 in the fourth, 7 from Hayden Farr, 6 from Connor Coxon, 1 from Jet Sellers. They were 3 of 16 from downtown, 4 of 7 at the charity stripe here today. 14 turnovers for the Wolves. They dropped. They led early a couple times by 3. That was their largest lead. Believe it or not, 2 ties and 2 lead changes. That's all we had in this game. Wolves dropped to 24-2 on the year. Those get our post-game numbers here in this one, as it's 40-39, St. Pat's a winner, and we will wrap up our Quick Stop post-game show in a moment from again after this.
Now in our 20th year, the North Platte Bulletin remains committed to the principles we've had from the start. Independent news service, factual reporting, in-depth information about the city and this part of Nebraska, all presented at a handy price. We're not in for money, power, or prestige. We just love what we do, giving you the information you need to know and better understand this area and your community. So give us a call, find us on the web or Facebook. Subscriptions are just $38 a year, despite runaway inflation.
North Platte welcomes Hilton True Wide's newest brand, True Hotel. You'll be greeted by their spacious lobby and friendly staff. Play a game of pool or relax on the patio by the fire pit with your favorite beverage from the well-stocked pantry, including wine and beer. Enjoy a state-of-the-art 55-inch television in your room and complimentary hot breakfast buffet. Earn and redeem Hilton's Honor Points. Book your True Guaranteed Best Rate at Hilton.com. The True by Hilton at exit 179 just off I-80 North Platte.
Final back here again at the McGann Activity Center, 40-39. St. Pat's gets the victory. They will move on into a district final. Maywood-Hayes, it's one of those games that unique in that Maywood-Hayes Center will move on as well into a district final, and guaranteed. It's not like a waiting game. It's not like you're hoping for somebody else. And I think if the numbers are right, they might be the 2 seed still. So they're going to be a very high seed in a district final here today. St. Pat's gets to win 40-39. Let's get your Swift Auto Center play of the game.
It's time for the Swift Auto Center. Irish play the game.
He'll pick up his dribble in the corner, needs help, a lot of pressure, got to get rid of it, steps through and able to get it out to Motes. Well, that was tough because there was 2 right around him. Moats right side. Irish building a 7-point lead with Erickson on the bench with 3 fouls. Moats posted up, hands off to Winder, left side shot, in the lane, up and in! Logan Winder, and that was a breakdown on the defense, beautifully drawn out by Coach O'Malley. And now just whipped out of center play of the game, although, hey, Armin, you could argue possibly that steal by Sam Trzynski at the end could probably be it as well.
I think I told you in the commercial break, that was very reminiscent of the Sam Hoiberg steal against Maryland for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. So, I mean, we've got our own Sam here making plays at the end of the game. That was certainly one of the best plays of the night, along with that one.
And that is the underrated part of that play was the defense.
Yeah.
The rest of it, because that was the pass that was open. I mean, I'm not sure that's where the play was set to go to, but, if he catches that and it's one-on-one, it's a quick – only got a couple seconds left. But
I think when Moats had it down there on that play, he was actually looking to shoot it himself, but he was spaced off by 2 defenders, and Winder was wide open in the lane, just got an easy bucket.
That was Logan's only bucket of the game, but a big one here today. Your player of the game brought to you by Allo Communications. Telecom home team Allo Communications has taken tech to the next level with products and services that provide its fiber fans with an all-star experience. If you're ready to up your internet game, go to allocommunications.com and get Allo today. We'll go with Andrew Brocious, the senior, 4 threes, 12 points. He had 3 rebounds as well. His 3rd straight game with 4 threes. Really big game from Andrew Brocious, again, our Allo Fiber player of the game. It's going to wrap it up today from the McGann Activity Center. Irish, by the way, could host a game, as could Maywood-Hayes Center. If you're within 180 miles of your opponent, you get to host it as the high seed. If it's higher than that, it is a neutral site automatically. I don't love that because both these teams should be hosting a district final, if you ask me, by the end of the year, but that's the way it is. Bridgeport beats Layton, so there's an upset. That's going to take a wild card away at the top. That'll probably knock out a team like Bancroft Rosalie from getting into a district final. And South Loop, I think, maybe has one. They are just ahead of Bancroft, and if they can hold that, unless there's a hanger out there, they might be in. But obviously, Maywood-Hayes Center, Elm Creek getting one, and I think those two probably are going to get the 4 right there. So never mind. I think that could be your 4 wild cards there. So it's going to wrap it up today from the McGann Activity Center. Big thanks to everybody here at St. Pat's for a good hospitality, and to you, Harmon Johnson, for a terrific job here. I appreciate you. And St. Pat's gets the win here again, 40-39. The D1-10 Sub-District Championship goes to the home team Irish, but both teams playing in a district final certainly next week. Best of luck to the Maywood-Hayes Center Wolves, and we'll, of course, have the game for you for St. Pat's on Monday or Tuesday. Again, your final here from St. Pat's, 40-39. Irish get the win on Husker Radio.
This has been coverage of North Platte St. Patrick's Athletics on 1240 AM, 1061 FM, KODY. For a copy of today's game, contact the station at 308-532-3344. And for a full list of upcoming broadcasts, go to huskerradio.com. This has been a Husker Radio production.